in 1, 3, 4, oh, go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3:02 on your Tuesday afternoon edition of The Drive, with thunderstorms moving into the West Knoxville area. It has already been an eventful afternoon here in East Tennessee. Bear and Jace Brown are here with me in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Bear just sliding in sideways into the Fan Run parking lot, running in with just seconds to spare. A little traffic out on I-40 today, are you, Bear?
Yeah. Anybody listening, do not get on I-40 West unless you know where you have to be anytime soon.
Oh.
And it goes off into the distance, I guess. I think Tim Vols said it was in between Lovell and Campbell.
I mean, is that one of the top 10 worst experiences life has to offer, being stuck in traffic? Even the older I get, the less patience I have. I'm just miserable.
Yeah, no, I immediately get off. Well, that was the problem. I got hung out on the far left lane.
Couldn't work your way over.
It took me forever because nobody's
moving,
and nobody's moving. Well, even when they are, everybody's staying nose to tail.
Yeah, that's Mrs. Smith, man. When we got stuck in that hour-plus long debacle in West Memphis, Arkansas, it was like watching Russell's slow descent into madness. It was like watching me watch the 22 South Carolina game. It was just not good.
What was the name of that movie? We talk about it all the time. Michael Douglas. Falling down.
Yeah, I was ready to get out there with my briefcase,
and
I wanted my breakfast for sure. Look it up, kids. All right, here we go. First hour of another 3-hour tour. Adam Sparks is on the show today. Good day to have Sparksy on.
There's a lot going on, surprisingly, for a Tuesday this early in August.
Well, I got a tweet from a loyal listener.
Okay.
Pull it up here. And basically, I want to give attribution here. Shout out to whoever brought this up. Chadwick, at Chadwick8 on Twitter, said, "You had to keep saying it, Russ. No drama, Josh Heupel. This offseason has been nothing but drama this year."
Has Josh been the drama, or is he just...
Well, I mean, that's what I was going to respond first. Is like, he doesn't like... Well, not many coaches like drama, but if you have a dramatic off-the-field program, it's on you. It's your program, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the buck stops there. I mean, unless he could just be, if he's not drama himself, there's some people that they love crazy.
Well, Josh Heupel doesn't love crazy. He does not love this. And the latest salvo, we'll call it Booze Mama's online drama. How about that?
That's impressive.
There's a nice ring to it.
Were your kids into Red Llama, Baby Pajama? What was those book series? Jace, do you remember that?
I have no clue.
Mama,
Llama, Red Pajama.
Llama, Red Pajama.
Like you didn't get that read to you, buddy. Is that your book? I've never heard of it, so I figured it's got to be a new thing.
I like how that's an insult to Bear. What were you, some kind of kid? You had your mama read books to you?
Yeah.
You wuss. Yeah,
Did you ever get a bedtime story?
That's the trouble with today's generation. They were raised on children's books. Their parents read to them. They're damn soft. Oh, Llama, Red Pajama. That was a great series.
I never read it.
Oh, my kids loved it. The author died. It's very sad. But anyway, Booze Mama's online drama.
Boo's mama's online
and
drama.
Boo's mama doesn't seem to be, but I mean, she had Boo when she was young.
She's not very self-aware.
Not very ladylike.
No.
Well, and we don't have to get into the whole sociology of it and all this, but Boo Carter is a young man trying to work his way back into the fold after getting himself into some off the field trouble this offseason, and he's trying to get back. Last night at Mama Boo 6, this is Boo's mama. She doesn't appear, I mean, she's much younger than me. Like, I got a daughter who's about to turn 18. The Boo's mama can't be but early 30s, I would say.
From what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
She's young.
So she goes online. Is this Twitter or Facebook? I should have.
I don't.
This looks like Twitter to me.
Yeah, I couldn't figure
or
it
no,
out.
this is Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's Facebook. Yeah.
She says, bruh.
BRUH.
That's always a
Bruh.
That's always a sign that you're dealing with a real brainiac when they begin the sentence with bruh. Online. Like, it's not just talking. She wrote this. Bruh. Dion got 8 players drafted in 2025. WTF emoji. Legendary goat emoji. So that's what we've heard. Like, there was a lot of smoke when the Boo drama was going on right before camp that, the new agent he had signed with, maybe steering guys towards Dion. I think Dion, there was smoke that maybe they were trying to bring him to Colorado in the offseason. There's obviously some
That's
tampering.
a kid from Auburn's dad,
Yeah,
right?
there's obviously some tampering going on here, right?
Oh, for sure.
And I ain't even hating on Dion for it, because if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And so, yeah, we got a good player. They're trying to steal him, whatever. Then she goes, they finna hate me this year, because IDGAF, if you don't know what that means, I suggest you look it up. She says if it was Boo, it'd be all over social media. I mean, Boo's mom is going off. She is going off.
Is this in reference to Brazel getting in trouble? That's what I couldn't figure out. Like, what set her off?
I don't know what set her off, man.
That line, if it had been Boo, it'd have been all over. And that kind of makes me wonder if it has something to do with the Brazel situation over the weekend.
Well, she's posting this, and Vol fans are aware of who she is, right? Because of the early drama. So now people are following her. They're keeping an eye on her Facebook page, which is healthy.
Oh, yeah.
And so fans are engaging with her on here saying, hey, maybe pipe down a little bit. You're going to cause your son to fumble the bag, is what one person said, ruining your son's career and all this stuff. To which she responds, never been a Vol fan, bruh. I'm a Boo fan. So this is just a horrible look, right? I mean, this is not doing her son any favors at all. And so the question is, if you're Josh Heupel and you're seeing this, I know Heupel's not sitting around on his Facebook like, what's Boo's mama saying? But people see this. It's become an internet thing now. Everybody's commenting on it. People are being rude to her. She's being rude back. It's ugly. It's a whole thing, right? If you're Josh Heupel, do you care? Do you have to do anything? Do you have to nip this in the bud? Do you put in a call? Do you talk to? I mean, like, this is a bad look, right?
Surely there's somebody on staff that deals with the parents.
Yes.
I don't know, and probably more than one person. I would definitely have that person reach out and just explain, regardless of what happens with this kid in Tennessee, just help her make better decisions.
This doesn't, and again, I don't mean to pile on. This is going to sound mean, but this woman's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, right?
Well, no.
She's very immature. Kids having kids, and you. Like, how do you talk to somebody like that when, let's call it what it is, we're funneling maybe millions of dollars to Boo, and I'm sure mom is getting a lot of that. So we're paying this woman for her son's services, basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know that it's happened. It happened with someone's wife in the NFL, popped off like this. Maybe I even hesitate to say maybe Eli Apple. No, it was Eli Apple's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Was kind of nutty like this. She's a little bit more polished than Boo's mom, but in the NFL, Goodell.
Boo's mom ain't
He
polished.
shut
She's
that down.
she's a rusty spoon sitting in that drawer. She's that spoon at the bottom of the pile that you don't use unless all the other spoons are dirty. They're all
Or if you got like dig,
it's that last one in there. You're like, man, that thing's jagged. We've had it since the Reagan administration. I don't know. I might cut my tongue. She ain't polished, bro. So I don't know. And now there are rumors that maybe he's not living up to all his duties. Maybe he's been late to a thing or two.
Sake.
Well, and you know where this is going, right? I mean, I called this back in the preseason when we were going through all this. It's like, this kid's gone, okay? You might get through this season with him. You might get through the season with him. That's looking increasingly skeptical. But, like, he is gone at the end of the season. You ain't keeping him. I don't know that they want to keep him at this point. This sounds like more hassle, more headache than it's worth. This kid's going to Colorado after this. He's got one more year of eligibility, so he has to play college football next year in 2026 as well. But
you're get back from Colorado.
Yeah, you invested in him at the end of last season. He hit you up for a big raise. You gave it to him. You've made your bed with Boo. You got to lie in it. He's an excellent athlete, and you're just hoping that you can get through the season at this point, and you go your separate ways, and you don't have to deal with the knucklehead, and you don't have to deal with Boo Mama drama next year. You just go. You got Colton Hood. Like you're recruiting well in the secondary. We're going to hear from Willie Martinez coming up later on the show. By the way, it should be like you'll be okay. Boo Carter is just going to be. He's going to be a memory after this season. The question is he going to make it to this season? At this point, and at what point does it become a distraction? Like if he's not going to make it through the season, I would submit to you, Bear, that you're better off if it's inevitable. If this kid is such a knucklehead that he's not going to make it through the season, I would submit to you that you are better off parting ways now than letting what is obviously a distraction at some level. To what degree, we can debate. But I would submit to you that it's better to go ahead and cut ties now than it is to let this distraction linger and become a big distraction and a divisive point during the season.
Yeah, like in the locker room, say, week of the Georgia game.
Because it's coming to a head.
Yeah.
It's coming to a best case scenario, it comes to a head after the season. I have no illusions that he plays for Tennessee in 2026. Do you?
No, he's not going to be here. I mean, you just got through going through it very eloquently. And you did. You were right about this one, too.
It's not my style to pat myself on the back, so I told you so.
But you did say it will be lucky. He might. You've always emphasized the might, and that's when it sunk in for me. I was like, he's right.
I mean,
but should we go ahead and pop the pimple now?
If you sat him down a couple of weeks ago and said, look, if you want to be a part of this team, you got to do X, Y, and Z. You got to do, and he's not taking that seriously. He's showing up late for things. That's obviously a kid who's not in it to win it, man. He's not committed. And again, I think this goes back to the leadership council. Like, what did the Josh Josephs and Tyree West and Kitzelmans think about all this? If those dudes aren't in, I think you pop the pimple. I think you nip it in the bud.
You got to nip it. Nip it, Andy.
I think when you have a problem, you must whip it. Whip it good. Devo, Jace, look at it. Are you familiar with the work of Devo?
I am. I thought you were going to go with the Daz Band version.
Oh,
whip.
Who else did that? No, Devo did.
It's two different songs.
What's the Stone song Devo did? Satisfaction.
Remember. Yeah.
You ever heard that?
Yeah.
This is one of the weirdest covers. I can't listen to it. It's unlistenable.
I'm not a big fan of people covering the Stones.
Huh.
I think some things are sacred.
It's ironic since the Stones pretty much spend their first 5 years of existence as a cover band.
That and ripping off Black American rhythm.
No, everybody does. You
Yeah.
say rip it off. I mean, it's like you cover, you
They-
borrow.
They kind of take it to a whole nother level. Like the song from the Verve guy that they took all the money for, like the Bittersweet Symphony song. At the end of the day, after you watch this 15-minute video, you realize that song
People say the
started
same
off
thing
life
about.
as a Negro spiritual back in the slave
Okay,
times.
so what are you
and then
supposed to do? Go back and pay all the slaves? Like what? Like you either make the song or you don't. You
No,
don't have the art.
what you do
Like, what do you want?
is you don't already make money on one song. Then when somebody else comes up and uses like 1 second of sound from your song, turn around.
It's their
and take all
recording.
their money.
Like
It wasn't even
go,
them.
go figure. Che Guevara doesn't believe in royalties.
It's a pretty. I mean, you can look it up. Bittersweet Symphony
I've
Stones.
seen all the
It
crap. I don't care.
wasn't even them.
I don't care. All right. Coming up, Adam Sparks. We get his thoughts on the latest Boo Carter situation. We'll get his thoughts on this quarterback thing. Is this couple weeks in, man? A lot of people thought by now it would start to be narrowing. It seems like it's expanding. If anything, the Aguilar versus Merklinger debate has become a legit 3-man race with George McIntyre showing out in the first scrimmage. We'll get Adam's thoughts on that and all these injuries and missed practices. Is this rotten luck? Is it a sign of Tennessee's strength and conditioning program perhaps having some issues, or is this just college football in 2025 and guys have maintenance days? We'll discuss all that and more with Adam Sparks of your Knoxville News Sentinel when we continue right after this. It's Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Whether you're heading to work, taking the kids to school, or planning your next road trip, your car needs to be ready for the ride. Hi, I'm Russell Smith, and I've been a customer at Matlock Tire and Auto Service for about as long as I've been driving. For me, it all comes down to trust. Look, I'm not a car guy, and I just don't want to get taken advantage of on car maintenance costs. Matlock Tire Service is a family-owned and operated business, and they wouldn't have made it this long if they hadn't been providing trustworthy service you can depend on. They're the home of the price match guarantee, which means you can bring in any competitor's ad, and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. I've bought a lot of tires at Matlock over the years, and I always go there for my oil changes. You should too. They've got locations in Farragut, Hardin Valley, Lenoir City, Maryville, and Athens. Visit their website, matlocktireservice.com, to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Honest service, quality work, dependable care, Matlock Tire and Auto Service.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Fan Run Radio. Drive continues. Russell Bear back with you. Jace Brown riding shotgun. Yeah, we're all three in the front seat. It's like one of those old
Power
cars like
trio.
your dad had with just the bench in the front. You're riding in the middle of that thing. That's weird.
He would put us, me and my brothers, as far away from him as possible in the car. We have one of those station wagons with backward facing seat.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Got hot back there, as I recall.
Hot. It was always
air conditioning didn't reach back there.
The heat.
Adam Sparks, KnoxNews.com is with us on the phone to help get the show started this afternoon. Hello, Adam. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Hey, man, we're doing all right. Where are we at now in camp as we reach like that halfway point? I mean, people think it's a grind for the players. It's a grind for the beat writers, too, out there. I mean, this is the part where you're really having to dig for stories, for narrative, for things to talk about and write about, right?
Yeah, I was thinking today, how many times can I write the same update of which receivers are practicing, which are not practicing, or which are in that sort of middle ground of practicing in a red jersey. I gave up today. There's no story on that today. But yeah, I mean, I think we're starting to get a little bit more hints of a depth chart of how deep the rotation will go in some places. Certainly not at receiver, because that'll go till I think you and I may be called upon to catch passes. Quarterback is still, I mean, that's still our focus. I mean, we were at practice this morning, wasn't much to see there, but at practice yesterday, we went out, every media member that was credentialed lined up to watch the quarterbacks. 2 passes in, I think both of them were dropped, and then Josh Heupel looked at the sideline and gave the cut all video signal that we tend to get sometimes, and so we saw it with our eyes, but there's no recordings of the session after that.
Well, if there's no video recording, it didn't happen.
That's right. That's right. And today I was told that some of those drops were because they were doing a wet ball drill. That the balls were wet that they were throwing, which makes some sense. But I don't know. It rains on Saturdays in the fall, so
it does occasionally. Hey, Adam. So let's start the quarterback thing here. You know, they have the scrimmage. We hear, neither Aguilar or Merklinger covered themselves in glory, and McIntyre flashes. Is this a legit 3-man race, in your opinion, or is it still, McIntyre way behind? He's playing with the 2s and 3s against the 2s and 3s. You have to take that into consideration. Do you think he's a legit part of this race?
Yeah, I mean, he's still in it by technicality. He's sort of, I think if you put some truth serum in UT's coaches, they would say they did not want George McIntyre to be in the race at this point. And that's not a slight on George McIntyre. I think in that same truth serum, they would say they think he's the most likely starter next season after he gains some weight, strength, red shirts, is in the system for a full season and all that. But I think they wanted Joey Aguilar or Jake Merklinger to take the job. Obviously, there's been plenty of money spent on Aguilar. He's the experienced guy. It would make sense for him to get the job. But, neither one of those guys have just take it and run with it. And I think that scrimmage demonstrated some of that. Yeah, McIntyre was going against 2s and 3s. You have the whole issue with what receivers are they throwing to. There's a whole lot of factors that go into it. But yeah, I think technically speaking, McIntyre is still in it because it hasn't been decided yet, and he looked better than the other 2 guys at times. But I still think it's going to be one of the other 2 guys, and I think, gun to their head, I think it's still Joey Aguilar. It's just it doesn't feel great at this point, I think, picking him or anybody else.
Heard some reports that Aguilar came back and, again, did not look great, threw a pick 6 in the scrimmage. I've heard that he bounced back with a really strong practice Monday, and I haven't heard much about today, but I heard he looked good yesterday.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing, is that each of these guys, like you mentioned, McIntyre had a better scrimmage than the other 2. I've seen days where I've said, hey, Aguilar looks good throwing the ball. Erklinger looks good throwing the ball. Now George is airmailing it over some guys, and so you just sort of can pick out ones like that. There's most of the credentialed media is the same group every day, and I'm part of that group, obviously. But occasionally we'll get somebody that will show up to just like one singular day, and they will. And it's funny when you see those media members because their impressions are, well, this guy looked a lot better than this other guy, or that guy looked a lot better than this other guy. It's because they went on a Tuesday and not a Thursday.
Yes.
And so there's some inconsistencies there. And yeah, I mean, I saw all three quarterbacks in a practice last week look really, really good, and I would say all three looked pretty mediocre the day before. So it's just sort of hit and miss at this point.
Adam Sparks, KnoxNews.com, with us here this afternoon on the show. Hey, Adam, all these injuries, the missed practices that we continue to hear about, the receivers, the DBs, Josh Josephs is back today. Training camp has changed a lot over the years. You used to see guys play through things 2-a-days, sometimes even 3-a-days, all that stuff. Those days are long gone. Do you think that Tennessee this season, even last season, has had an inordinate amount of preseason injuries, or is this just the way that programs now manage bumps and bruises where they err on the side of caution? Oh, this guy's hamstring's a little tender, and maybe 20 years ago he just goes out there and toughs it out, but now it's like he's been working out all year. We kind of know what he can do, and we're just going to shut him down in hopes that he's ready for the season.
It's a little more of the latter. It's in the NBA they call it load management, right? It's this is a little tender. This could happen. I mean, the science of this is so much different than it was 20 years ago. It's different than it was 5 years ago. I mean, you have medical staffs now in major college athletics that can pretty accurately predict, based on symptoms and signs, predict if a guy is going to pull his hamstring 2 days later because of just some little things that he's showing right now. And so they rely on those sort of things. You see guys in red jerseys that look fine. You see guys in yellow jerseys. I saw one in a green jersey today. Don't ask me to explain that. But they have different degrees of guys that are injured, a little injured, maybe could be injured. There's a lot of precautionary stuff. You'll see guys after a scrimmage that will come in the practice after a scrimmage that they look fine. They're running around, but they'll be wearing a red jersey for 1 or 2 days. And that's just because there was some little minor thing that they want to monitor. So it's more of the latter. It's more of sort of managing things. And most coaches would tell you that's the smart thing, to get your roster at close to 100% when you get to game time. But with those situations like at wide receiver, you're starting with, you're shorthanded anyway. And so when you have guys miss multiple days, you're potentially costing your quarterbacks a lot of valuable reps.
Adam, the Boo Carter situation. There was a big
which one? There's like 5 of them.
That's not a good sign, right? That we're asking that question. It's so his mom goes on social media on Facebook last night, makes some incendiary posts. Of course, fans get into it with her. She claps back. It's ugly. It's not a good look. Nobody looks good in this. How do you respond to this? If you're Josh Heupel and you're trying to work this kid back into the mix, obviously you need him. You're a better football team with him than without him, but this isn't helping. And now you've heard rumors that, maybe he was late for a meeting or two. And again, that's not a good sign as a guy tries to get back in the good graces with his coaches and his teammates. Where are you at with the whole Boo Carter thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few layers to it. I don't think Boo's status with the team is better now than it was a week ago. It may even be worse, which that's a bad sign. I mean, a week ago I thought, Boo's punishment is probably going to be that he doesn't start the first game. He probably didn't play the first quarter. Maybe the first time we see him in the Syracuse game is returning a punt and not on defense. You think of those little small punishments in terms of playing time. Apart from all the things he's having to do in practice, conditioning, and all those sort of things right now. I've changed that in the past couple of days to I'll be surprised if I see him play at Syracuse. I mean, this seems to be not going in a good direction. So that's where I'm at now. I just think I think things are not better. They're probably not even the same. I think they're a little worse than they were a week ago. And Josh Heupel probably is probably weighing out things of what's good for the team, what does that mean, and all those sort of things. In terms of like all the stuff on social media and all that, there's a little bit of sympathy, I think, for Boo because, and I'm not going to attack like directly his family or whatever, but you see a lot of the talk around his situation just in a larger picture in Chattanooga where he's from. And man, there's a lot of bad stuff coming out of there that he has to overcome to be focused on team and his teammates and put the school first and put the team first and all those sort of things. That's easy and encouraged for a lot of players. It seems like it's the opposite for him.
Sure. And you gotta weigh that. I think fans sometimes when you're dealing with a talented but troubled player, and I've heard Saban say this like a million times about guys that he's dealt with. It's like, well, we want to do what's best for the young man. It's about, the kid, his life beyond football. And people kind of roll their eyes. It's like, yeah, whatever, Nick, you just want the good player on the team. But when you recruit these guys and you get to know them as 15, 16 years old, and even for a sophomore, Boo Carter, like Josh Heupel has a 4 or 5 year relationship, right, with the kid and his family. And I'm sure that it's got to be in the back of his mind. It's like, hey, man, if we cut this kid loose, yes, somebody else is going to take a chance on him. But again, we've seen this story play out a million times where lots of times that kid doesn't pan out. The football doesn't work out for him. He doesn't get the education, and he ends up in it's a sad story in terms of wasted opportunity and potential and all that. So he's got to look at that. But just listening between the lines, hearing you talk, Adam, it sounds like, you say you're surprised if he plays against Syracuse. Like, I mean, it might be trending to like he's on very thin ice right now in terms of whether he plays this season at all.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to separate like what the family is saying and versus what Boo is. I mean, he's not saying anything publicly right now, but it is funny. A lot of times you get this from family members and people around the player is that they will privately say, "I'm all about our guy. I'm not about the team," or whatever. Especially in the NIL era, you never see it blatantly put out there. That was the weird part for me. In terms of him, like what his contributions to the team. I mean, the feel. I'm just saying the feel, the vibe. And this is Willie Martinez was talking yesterday, the DB's coach, and some of the DBs we talked to yesterday. Just they didn't say anything directly. It's just the vibe around things is that they are mentally preparing to play the season without him. He's still on the team. We still see him in individual drills, albeit usually at the back of the line. There's still some punishment to go there. But you can sort of see the depth chart, working itself out in front of you where, hey, Jalen McMurray is the star and Colton Hood is the corner over here and Ricky Gibson's the corner and Caleb Beasley's a safety, but he's probably also going to play some star. It just seems like there's a plan in place to play without Boo Carter. I don't think they want to do that, but it seems like they are prepared to do that if they need to be.
Adam Sparks, KnoxNews.com. Excellent stuff this afternoon. What else? Biggest surprise for you so far, 2+ weeks in, positive or negative? Biggest surprise from training camp so far?
I think the silver lining on offense to the counter to the, hey, receivers are dropping a lot of balls and they're injured. The counter to that is the tight ends look phenomenal. The tight ends look great. Miles Kitselman looks good. Ethan Davis looks great. Deshaun Brame looks like Brew McCoy, looks like a big physical wide receiver who catches everything, even though he's at tight end. Jack Van Dorselaere, the other freshman. I mean, the tight ends are deep. They look good. And the other part of that is I think they have a pretty good trio at the very least of running backs. Peyton Lewis physically looks phenomenal. And Deshaun Bishop, I think, is going to be good. Star Thomas, they like what he's given to them now. So there's some bad news. There's some troubling things on offense, but there's just as much a good news.
What do you make of the disparity between the two major polls that come out? You have the coaches poll, Tennessee's 19th. The AP poll comes out yesterday. They're 24th. Usually you'll see, it's not uncommon 17 in one, 19 in the other, a spot or two off. 5 spots off is that kind of illustrates the boom or bust mentality around this Tennessee team coming into the season, doesn't it?
Media members are a little more direct in their voting. There were fewer other teams receiving votes in that poll. Coaches are a little more wishy-washy, and there were a lot of different schools that got a handful of votes and the others receiving votes. And Tennessee is seen as under Josh Heupel, coaches look at Tennessee as sort of a solid to really good team. I think coaches have plenty of respect for Josh Heupel, and they think this is going to be at least an 8-4 team. Don't know their schedule, don't know what they have coming back, whatever. They're at least an 8-4 team, which is a top 20 team usually.
Back in the day, like it was a poorly kept secret that the coaches poll wasn't really the coaches poll, and that the coaches would sort of hand that duty off to, Philip Fulmer wasn't sitting there, analyzing Colorado's schedule and all that stuff and watching game film. And it was the sports information directors that used to fill that out on their behalf.
I know of a handful of coaches that seriously sit down and do it, and they love it. There's a few coaches I know, very few, but a few coaches I know that they look forward to that thing. And there's also a few coaches that will put teams on their schedule in their poll so that when they play them, even if they're not ranked, they can say, well, this got 7 teams on their schedule that are receiving votes in the top 25.
Yeah.
Even though that coach is the one that voted for all.
That's dirty business right there.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
I hope we're doing that.
You can only see the polls in the middle of the year that have a lot of teams that don't belong in the top 25 getting they're like 23, 24, 25 on some ballots. That's why, because they're playing them that season.
And that used to matter, man. Like the coaches poll was part of the BCS formula back in the day.
Yeah, but it's political, and it's everybody is out for themselves with those things. Usually it's SIDs. Most of those coaches don't even care. But the ones that do care really, really, really care.
I mean, there's definitely been some shenanigans over the years with that coaches poll.
Yeah.
I used to vote in the AP top 25, and I'm asked to do it every year, and I decline it every year because when I used to do it, I took it seriously, and every Sunday morning I would spend like 2 hours breaking down like every game and who beat this team and that team beat this other team early in the season. And what does that mean? What was the score? A couple hours every Sunday morning doing it, which I just don't have that kind of time. But AP voters are the same. Some of them take 2 or 3 hours. Some of them take 10 minutes. It just depends.
Oh, man, it's outstanding. All right, Adam, last thing, we'll let you out of here. Gun to your head, yes or no, Boo Carter makes it to the season for Tennessee?
I think he makes it to the season. I'm not so sure he plays in the opener, though. On the team, yes. Playing,
okay.
Maybe no.
I guess that's good news. All right, we'll see if we can't get somebody to maybe tell his mom, hey, maybe not so much with the Facebook posts. Good stuff, Adam.
That'd be good advice.
Yes. All right. Appreciate it, my friend. At KnoxNews.com, at Adam Sparks on X. Adam Sparks, your Knoxville News Sentinel, Tennessee football beat writer. Thanks, man.
Yeah, y'all have a good one.
Adam Sparks, one more time on the program. Open up the phone lines. 865-966-3435 is your phone number. If you want to get on the show, call or text the drive this afternoon at 865-966-3435. This Boo Carter thing feels like maybe another twist or turn left in it before the end. Whatever the end may end up being.
Yeah, that's that's the weird thing is him saying that he's going to be on the team, not playing. I think that lines up with what we're sort of expecting coming out of the way. But
golly, man, it's never ending.
Coming up, this John Mateer guy, if you don't know him, you're going to know about him. It's turning into a big story. He's Oklahoma's quarterback, highly touted transfer from Washington State. Brent Venables hires the coordinator and the quarterback, trying to do what they did with Pavia last year at Vanderbilt, where you bring the guy and his coach in and alleviate your offensive issues. He's in a little bit of a hot water situation right now. Screenshots coming out show him Venmo receipts. I don't know why anybody would put this on Venmo, but we're talking about college kids. Again, not always the sharpest knives in the drawer. Says he was gambling, paying gambling debts on Venmo. That's what it said. USC versus UCLA, whatever the game he was gambling. Not a game he was playing in, but big no-no. You don't gamble on anything if you're in college athletics, and he's put it out there for all the world to see. He's saying it wasn't him. He's saying it's an inside joke. He doesn't gamble on sports. I don't know how you prove this one way or the other. That's what he's saying.
I'm not sure how that's an inside joke, personally.
Yeah, ha, 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 inside joke that you put on your Venmo transfer list for everybody to see.
Yeah.
Absolutely hysterical.
Let me just go into detail. Sports betting on this game specifically, joke. Okay.
Yeah, what a headache for – I mean, you think this Boo Carter thing is a mess. I mean, this imagine the conversations that are being had in Oklahoma's building today.
Oh, yeah. Can't imagine it. I mean, thankfully we haven't really had a betting-centered, ordeal go down, but I think Boo is enough for us right now.
We'll get back to it. You're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Quick timeout. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive. Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court-martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
Only 2 more homestands to see your Knoxville Smokies in action. Join us next week for All-You-Can-Eat Wednesday, Titans Night on Thursday, with a chance to win tickets to an upcoming Titans game and autographed jersey. UT Night on Saturday with a free Dylan Sampson bobblehead giveaway, and fireworks both Friday and Saturday night. Don't miss your final chances to see your Smokies play in the brand new Covenant Health Park. Get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Knoxville Smokies.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Are you tired of hiding your smile because of crooked teeth? At Knoxville Smiles, we've got the perfect solution. Invisalign. No metal, no wires. Just clear, comfortable aligners that straighten your teeth without anyone noticing. Eat what you want, smile with confidence, and see results in as little as 6 months. Call us today for more information about Invisalign, 865-539-1776. Or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, online at fanrunradio.com and your free Fan Run app. A variety of ways for you to experience the program this afternoon. Got a podcast. If you miss anything, be sure to go and check it out online at your leisure. You know, I think it's important to keep in mind when discussing this Boo Carter thing and his mom and stuff like that. This kind of stuff happens all the time, and Adam alluded to this last segment in college sports. Bear, you mentioned Eli Apple's mom causing a divisive situation in the NFL. Like, this stuff happens, and I could think of just in the past 2 seasons alone, a situation with this past year's basketball team.
Oh, yes.
Where you had a member of a player's family acting disruptively in team settings at games and stuff that was again, I think Rick Barnes handles these things, but it was uncomfortable at times for the other players' families that were at these games. And it's just
a bad vibe.
It's a bad situation. Yeah, bad vibe. We heard things about this year's baseball team with one of the players, and baseball dads, everybody knows, are the worst. So
worse than football mamas.
I think so. And Tony Vitello deals with these things. So this is not, Josh Heupel's been coaching for a long time. This is not something that's new to him that came out of left field.
Right.
It's like, oh man, I've got a player's parent that is causing a disruption. The disruption is, this is going to be your punt returner in addition to a defensive back. This is going to be a guy that you were going to play on offense some. Like, you've planned around, you've invested in him financially. Like, that's another component to this. Is like, hey, we allotted a substantial part of our budget, our salary cap, our pool, whatever you want to call it, in this one kid. If we cut him now,
I mean, I'm assuming he's already gotten paid for this season.
Like that, yeah, that's 2 other guys that we could have had. At least. So, yeah, I mean that's just
or
another
somebody
thing to consider.
Somebody, we could have gone after somebody who was worth that kind of capital investment that wouldn't bring all the problems and baggage that Boo brings right now. The big thing to me is it's not his mom. It's what Adam said about things have not been going good. You alluded to some of that, and I don't think that the players that had a problem with him before when this came to a head, it's not like those guys are going to suddenly be okay with him being late, missing stuff, not being a good teammate. That's going to boil over, and then we're going to have a situation like we had. Whatever happened before Florida a couple of years ago with Jeremy Banks, whatever happened there.
Well, the situation that old timers will always allude to is the 2005 season, when you had sophomore Eric Ainge battling senior Rick Clausen for the starting job, and Clausen had lit it up in the bowl game the previous year against Texas A&M down in the Cotton Bowl, and had taken on the leadership role. He was a veteran guy, well respected in the locker room, and okay, you're going to have a competition. Ainge was the more talented quarterback, but he was the younger guy. And Clausen had won the locker room in the offseason, in fall camp. Fulmer names Ainge the starter. He hadn't earned it, and the guys in the locker room knew it. And I'm not going to be overly dramatic. It tore the team apart. I wasn't in the locker room, obviously, but that had ramifications for that year's team. It was a bad season. They ended up having their first losing season in 16 years that year. and set in chain emotion of events that would ultimately culminate in Philip Fulmer losing his job a couple of years later. So you have to take into account the will of the players, what they're seeing behind the scenes as well. For us as fans, media, it's very easy to say, it's a talented player. You do what you do to keep him on the team, and this is the way it's been. Barry Switzer, Nick Saban, Jimmy Johnson, whatever you want to say. Well, didn't always work out for those guys and those teams. And every coach has his breaking point.
They also weren't doing those kids that they were allowing to act that way and stay on the team. They weren't doing them any favors long term. It goes back to what Nick Saban was saying, which, like you said, everybody, it's more about what's more important for the kid long term.
Yeah. Texter says it's time to give Boo the boot. He clearly doesn't value his scholarship here. Show him the door. Another person says, so Boo, a 5-star recruit that went to 3 high schools in 4 years, is full of drama. Nico, a West Coast kid that wore PJs to play 7 versus 7 and had a posse bigger than most UFC fighters do when they enter the ring, also caused drama in the locker room. Heupel has to do a better job identifying drama risks and not paying them millions in NIL.
I think it's a fair argument. I don't know. There wasn't that much drama around Nico, other than, if you want to, he did wear the Cookie Monster pants.
Nico Yama pajama was a real thing.
Yeah. There was some stuff. There was some, and funny enough, it was Adam Sparks last year who, around this time, when everybody was on the Nico hype train, was the only person that kind of, what happens if he comes out and throws an interception, doesn't look that good. But I don't, up until, the offseason this year, I don't really remember him having a whole lot of drama.
Magic Mike says, does it feel like this football season is about to be a disaster? Your starting QB walks in the spring, then one of your star players continues to be a problem within the locker room? I don't know. Disaster might be overstating. I mean, there's some warning lights flashing.
Well, the one thing that gives me a little bit of hope, it appears that we're still going to have an incredibly stout defense.
Yes.
And a really good running game. Did you happen to catch Peyton Lewis's availability? I didn't realize how big that kid is.
No, he's gotten big. Running backs coach Darrell Sims said he is a, quote, Greek god when talking about his physique.
Yeah, he looks like one of those statues. Yeah, he's huge, dude. And then you got the Beaver himself.
I hate this, Bear, but you've drug it out of me. Peyton Lewis is my pick to click.
Is it?
Yep.
I don't feel like that's going that far out on a limb. Good deal, Russell.
What do you mean he's a sophomore who's not even projected to start at his position?
Yeah, but it's like he said, his media availability, he likes his chances. The 2 guys before him went all SEC. He thinks that he wants to do that as well. There's one thing Glenn Ellerby knows how to do, and that's run blocking. All his offensive lines can run block their asses off. Pass pro, sometimes a problem. If you don't have a quarterback that can read the defense, rather, not read, you know what I mean?
Magic Mike with a follow-up here says, I'm just not a fan of the vibe. Don't want to be critical of hype, but I don't know how well his laid-back vibe can
Magic
work.
Mike sounds like he's been hanging around Phil. Some of the negas.
Heupel too laid back? Is that a fair criticism?
No, I don't think that dude's laid back over there.
You don't think so?
No.
Compared to some other guys.
I'd be willing to bet he's not laid back once the door's closed.
We'll circle back here. Stay with us. You're listening to The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Hour number 2 coming up.
The Drive.
Citizens National Bank. You want a bank that lets you bank when and where you want to. Your local branch, the grocery store, your computer, your phone, it's up to you. You want people who care about taking care of you and your money too. Citizens National Bank. he never felt so good.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. We do. We're Farm Bureau Insurance. And we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee's insurance company.
This is Baseball VFL Cody Brown. Farm Bureau Insurance is the official insurance for Tennesseans. Believe in me for all of your insurance needs. Give me a call at 865-992-3871.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw Premium Vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw Premium Vodka. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through. And if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
I'm the threat that's already inside the house. I can't be scared away or negotiated with. You can't call the cops on me. You can't even see me. I'm the threat of family fire, and as long as your guns aren't stored securely, I'll be there. Protect your family. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Got you, Mike. It's Nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit menspronknoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway. It's Fan Run Radio, and the Top 4 at 4 brought to you this afternoon by our friends at ECR Total Landscapes. Jace Brown, what do you got?
Thank you. At number 1, some Tennessee basketball recruiting information. 4-star combo guard L.J. Smith has scheduled an unofficial visit with Tennessee basketball. 247 Sports' Travis Branham first reported yesterday. Smith plans on visiting Tennessee on October 11th as part of a run of fall recruiting visits for the blue chip recruit. Smith ranks as a 4-star recruit and the number 34 player in the country, according to the 247 Sports composite rankings. He also ranks as the number 3 combo guard in the 2026 recruiting cycle.
Well, the more Smiths you have on campus, the better. That's what I always say. Rick Barnes out there doing early work on the recruiting trail.
And he's always working, man. Never worry about his roster.
Yeah. Stand-up guys, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's easier because he doesn't have to. You're talking about 15 instead of what, almost 90. He can be a lot more selective, but he does not bring in guys that aren't going to fit with his culture. So,
at number 2, Oklahoma starting quarterback John Mateer, after screenshots of past references to sports gambling on his Venmo account surfaced online yesterday, denied ever being involved with gambling, saying Tuesday it was instead inside jokes with his friends. School officials became aware of the screenshots late Monday night and are planning an investigation, a source told ESPN's Pete Thamel. Quote, "The allegations that I once participated in sports gambling are false," Mateer posted to X on Tuesday. "My previous Venmo descriptions did not accurately portray the transactions in question, but were instead inside jokes between me and my friends."
if you're a major college football player, Russell, why would you ever in a million years call it an inside joke and reference sports gambling in any way?
I don't know. I've been thinking about that all day long, and I'm just wondering, it's like, was he doing something? The only thing I can think of, and this is stupid, this is a stretch, he was totally gambling on football, right? But it's like,
absolutely.
If you, I don't know, you and your buddies were out, and you're like buying drinks for a couple of two-seaters, trying to convince them to go home with you or something.
Yeah, but nobody
like,
knows they're two-seaters just based off of Venmo.
You just want to, like, it's a joke between your
Food and
buddy, like
drinks.
whoever you paid for. It's like, hey, this is what it's a sports gambling thing, huh? I just something stupid like that. I don't know. You're buying dope at the frat house up the street, like, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, but gambling when you're a college quarterback, sports gambling.
Like I pay you. Say we went out to lunch and you bought lunch, and I decided to pay you back, and I've been like, buying the materials to dispose of a couple of corpses. Like we're getting away with something.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very funny.
Kind of funny in a dark way. But I think that
I think it's funnier than sports betting.
Yeah,
UCLA versus USC parentheses.
Well, and he's making a bet with his friend, right? He's not. This is not DraftKings. He bet his friend that USC is going to win. Oh no, UCLA is going to win. You're crazy. They bet $20-$40, whatever.
I don't have a problem
and
with that.
He had to pay the guy.
I thought this was something going through like a bookie.
What's the difference? It's the same thing. You're betting on sports. You can't do it.
Well, because like if we're you're not going to give me odds to where I can get like a rake in a big payday if it's a bet between me and you, which I assume is the difference between me and you and placing a bet on DraftKings. Correct?
No.
Or I just don't understand.
You're not taking a vig on it, but it's a straight up bet. But it is that time of year where Bear gets to display his complete total ignorance on all things sports betting.
Can't have all the vices, Russ. I've got plenty of others.
I don't think the NCAA is going to view the distinction of placing a bet between friends and not having a DraftKings account. I don't know. I think in a weird way, they'd rather you have a DraftKings account. I don't know. It's all sports gambling. You're not supposed to do it. I don't know that if you're the NCAA, like, can you do anything about this? Is whoever he paid that to, I'm presuming he's already called him and said, hey, dude, you're going to be getting a lot of calls about this. Just play dumb. Say, no, it was an inside joke. Like,
I mean, they banned that, or not really banned. They just made it permanently ineligible. The kid at Iowa State.
Yeah, but again, they were using online draft betting, right? Online DraftKings,
Yeah,
FanDuel,
but you just
stuff like that.
argued that there's no difference between.
But they could prove it because they saw that these guys were going online. Their wireless team or whatever could say, "Hey, your phone hit and all this stuff." This guy can complete ignorance, and they can't prove it.
Okay. I still don't understand it, but
I know, buddy. Go ahead, Jace.
At number 3, Major League Baseball dropped its plan to start the World Series early if both league championship series are short, announcing Tuesday that this year's Fall Classic will start on October 24th. MLB last year said Game 1 would move up from October 25th to the 22nd if the championship series ended by October 19th, when both leagues were scheduled to be through Game 5. But the New York Mets won Game 5 of the NLCS before losing to the LA Dodgers in Game 6.
The Dodger or the one of the teams had like a week off before the World Series last year. Why would they? I think you should be able to flex it a day or two, right? You move it up. Like if both teams are ready to go, let's go. Let's get it on.
I think it's completely asinine that they're playing the World Series in November as much as they do. It's a Fall Classic. I think it was supposed to be done in October.
Well, that's been happening for 30
I know.
years.
I've never liked it.
What do you want to do?
They need to shorten baseballs, Major League Baseball season. Shrink that season down, about 20 games.
You call Major League Baseball and try and convince the owners to have less games and less revenue. See how that works out.
Yeah. And at number 4, Aaron Rodgers might have found the right team fit in the Pittsburgh Steelers, but he's still looking for the right fit on his head. The specific helmet the quarterback wore last season, the Schutt Air XP Pro Q11, is now banned for failing to meet new safety standards. Rodgers, therefore, has been practicing in the Schutt Air XP Pro VTD, and he isn't a fan. Quote, "I don't like it," the star quarterback said today. "I'm trying to change. We're in the process still. It looks like a damn spaceship out there."
Same thing with his buddy, AB84, Antonio Brown. Remember? What is it with these whack jobs?
They like their old helmets.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if somebody comes to you when you play in that sport,
the old helmets are what made Aaron Rodgers and Antonio Brown crazy. They got hit in it. It doesn't work. We're trying to help you guys out. Get you a helmet that absorbs impact a little bit and saves your brain cells, dudes.
I don't know. I mean, Aaron, between the concussions and the mind-bending amounts of high-powered hallucinogenic drugs that he likes to partake in.
You're lucky you can think at all anymore, dude.
What do you think? I think it's going to be Tomlin's first losing season in his career. I don't. Do you have any faith that Aaron Rodgers is going to look anything like the old Aaron Rodgers? Did he get it back, boys?
He says, "No, I think they'll be about a 10-win team this year. Probably just missed the playoffs. He says we got to change it. The face mask doesn't fit the helmet because that's an old face mask. Obviously, just like I'm old, but we're trying to find the right helmet right now. We get a new face mask, dude. So attached to your old face mask.
You're going to tell me the face mask dimensions haven't changed, have they? I know you can't get those crazy ones anymore.
Well, they've changed a little bit.
Yeah,
they used to have like the low bar on them where like you could see everything up top just because it was so low. But now they're more like front facing.
Again, that's to protect the quarterbacks from getting maimed.
The quarterbacks can have different face masks too. Like you can choose out of. They probably have a dozen different face masks.
Yeah,
use,
I just remember Rodgers using that really, like it was very thin. Like it was below his nose almost.
It's almost like a kicker's.
Right, yeah.
What kind of face mask did you have back in the day,
I pretty
Jace?
much had the full cage.
Full cage?
Yeah.
Did you have the one bar going down the middle?
That was the only bar that was missing right between the eyes.
Old school?
All of them were.
Oh, you had the clear vision up here and then cage from the nose down.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Remember, was anybody still playing with one face mask with the one single
bar?
Not
How old do you
and
think
not the
I
kickers.
am? No.
Well, I mean, Theismann wore one into the 80s. I can't remember when you started watching. I know you're a Redskins fan back then.
The only guys I remember wearing the single bar, like Gary Anderson, the kicker.
Kickers, yeah.
And was Reggie Roby maybe a punter or two?
He's one of the greatest punters of all time. Reggie Roby had a cannon for a leg for the Dolphins, and then he went to maybe the Vikings. Single bar face masks just screams danger if you're out on the field and you're not a kicker. So like you get your nose smashed.
I don't know. Did anybody get their nose smashed wearing one?
Oh, I'm sure. You seen those guys? Their noses are all crooked.
Bunch of Owen Wilsons out there.
Munoz, when he holds up his hands to the camera and his fingers are all going different directions.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like all those, especially the linemen.
My grandfather had one. He had the hammer finger, like
Really?
where at the first knuckle, like it just bent
over 45 degrees.
I can't remember how he did it.
He probably got smashed or one of those ligaments got torn, I'd imagine.
Wait a minute. Smashed.
Yeah. Smashed!
That is the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by ECR Total Landscapes. If you've got trees in your yard that are starting to lean just a little bit too much, maybe it's over your house, maybe it's over your neighbor's house, don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait till that branch falls, that tree falls. Give our friends at ECR Total Landscapes a call today. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you, and you'll get free stump grinding service. Yeah, free stump grinding from ECR. Shout out to a couple of our listeners. I was talking to Riley over there. They've already had a couple of calls based on our advertising, and we appreciate y'all sponsoring or patronizing our sponsors. ECR Total Landscape, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. If you've got a tree that needs to go, these are the folks to call. Give them a ring. They'll come over, do a free estimate for you, and get you set up. They also do, of course, landscaping work. You need some stone work, some mulch work, maybe some pavers, something to make your yard look a little bit nicer. ECR can handle it. They're online at ECRTotalLandscapes.com. That's ECRTotalLandscapes.com. And you can call them at 865-384-2012. Again, tell them Fan Run Radio sent you to get free stump grinding now through the end of the year.
So where'd the poll from yesterday end up at final?
What I can't.
It was whenever
like
we
80-20.
It was, I think, whenever we left, it was 86% in favor of Gruden.
As soon as I got home, I pulled up Twitter, and he was decked out, I think, in Georgia gear. He was talking about Georgia. He's getting big. You notice that?
I mean, he's always been a little squat. I mean, he's never been.
He can't carry it. You know, when you're that short, you can't carry it that well.
He's got a little bit of a belly on him. What do you want? Another reason to get the guy coaching, man. Get outside in the heat, walk around, burn some of those, sweat some of those calories off. Sweating to the oldies, baby.
Wonder how he'd deal with the modern day college athlete and all the problems that they can present.
How would John Gruden handle the Boo Carter drama?
Yeah.
How would he talk to Boo's mom?
Listen.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. In the NFL, you never have to deal with the player's mom.
I mean, if you do, or I guess I can't remember if it was his mom, girlfriend, whatever. I mean, it got squashed quick by the league and the team Apple played for.
I mean, you just tell a guy, like, if there's any hint of familial drama, you just say, hey, your daddy ain't welcome here. Your mommy's not. This is the NFL, dude.
It's your job.
Like, I can't imagine being a player at that level and having, like, that would be so embarrassing. Like, you wouldn't even need to be told by the organization. You would just go, Mom, stop it. Now, you're embarrassing me in front of the guys.
Yeah.
I watched American Beauty last night.
Really?
Yeah. It was what I just watched like a scene.
Could they put that out now?
And then, I mean, it's pretty risque. And then, like, it's so good. Like, I ended up watching the whole thing. It was up till midnight.
A lot of people say he was just playing himself. Seriously.
So many good. Hey, here's the thing about Spacey, man. I know it's like Michael Jackson. Yeah, I know he's a creep. You know he's a creep. We all know that dude is so good, man. To me, like, I can watch anything he's in. Name me a bad Kevin Spacey movie. You can't do it.
I even like that stupid one where he ate the bananas without peeling them. What was that called?
K-Pax.
K-Pax.
I loved K-Pax.
Yeah.
K-Pax is like maybe is right up there with American Beauty. Maybe his best movie.
Better than Usual Suspects?
No, probably not.
What else was he in? I mean, his all-time to me,
Frank Underwood.
Francis Underwood.
You've never gotten a day in your life. Yeah, I mean, he's
in the scenes in that.
He's fantastic. But American Beauty, like
on
all
his
the
dad,
performances, Annette Bening in that movie. Who's the neighbor? Is it Chris Carter? It's not Chris Carter.
No, it's his first name is Chris. He was in. He's a famous character actor.
He was in that spy movie.
Yes, he was also in that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal about Homer Hickam, the Rocket.
Chris Cooper,
the Rocket, whatever movie. That the guy that ended up working at NASA. He played his dad.
Yeah.
He always plays usually plays a good guy. He's like a dad. He's just a real tough homespun.
And the real the teenage sex pot from that movie. Like, she didn't have much of a career after that. Like, I don't even know who that is.
Isn't that Mina, whatever, wasn't she on that 70s show?
Mina Savari.
Yeah, she was on that 70s show.
No, you're thinking of.
That's Mina Kunis, right?
Yeah.
What the? Oh, she was in the American Pie movies. That was her other thing she did. Those kids didn't. Very few of those kids in it. Sean William Scott and Stifler's mom were the two that actually had pretty good careers. Yeah. Do you like Stifler's mom?
I mean, in that movie, yeah. But I watched a little bit of White Lotus.
She's put on some weight and some years.
She's an old woman now, but
yeah,
she was a mature woman then. She's an old woman now.
Yeah.
Bit of a difference. Yeah. So you want to feel old?
Sure.
Mina Savari and she was 20, 21 at the time, but she was playing like a 16-year-old. Yeah.
Lolita.
And she's 46 now.
Wow. Now it wouldn't be any big deal. Her and Kevin Spacey were,
together.
Yeah.
Why?
Because she's middle-aged now.
Well, he's like 70.
Is he?
Well, I mean, he was 45 for that movie.
I guess so.
20 plus
old.
years ago. Yeah. What you talking about coming up? The final chance to qualify for Champions League.
I just wonder. I mean, is Will really going to go through with this?
For years we've had it's a 9-person Champions League final.
Right.
Many people are saying that it's time to expand, like this is the NCAA tournament or something. They want more. What you talking about?
I mean, back during the early years, I mean, it went on for. I remember one of the seasons. The season was really long. It seems like we played that game like every day for like 3 weeks before we even got.
It's been about 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean we're coming up on it. So final chance to qualify for what you talk about Champions League coming up in hour number 3. Stay tuned for your cue to call. Let's get some phone calls going here right now. 865-966-3435. You want to talk about it? The Boo Carter Mama drama. You want to talk about John Mateer gambling? What should the punishment be there? The quarterback race. Is George McIntyre a legitimate part of this conversation? Give us a ring, 865-966-3435. Roberto is up first. What's up, Roberto?
Mina Savari, there's a name I haven't heard since high school. American Beauty is a great movie.
So good.
But I would say I don't think Spacey's interested in her, if you know what I mean.
Well, there's that scene where, and I can't really describe it at the end, where Chris Cooper.
Oh, he's looking through the window.
Yeah, and he sees him with his son, and he thinks something is going on. It's not going on. His son was rolling a joint. It looked like he was doing something else.
Using that paper for rolling doobies.
Rolling doobies.
Yeah, there's a myriad of things to talk about today. The Mateer thing, it's probably going to be a nothing burger, but he absolutely was betting on that game. If it was amongst friends, fine. But just don't, it was an inside joke. No, it was an inside bet. That's different. Like, he was betting on college football. He's not going to convince anybody any different.
If you're in his position, you don't want to tell the truth right there and just come right out and admit it, because the NCAA, you admit something like that, and
you're done.
Yeah.
Do you deny till you die? Like,
hell yeah.
if you're alone with Venables.
It was literally entitled that the day after the football game.
If you're with Venables, it's just the two of you in a closed room. A very hush kind. It's like, Coach, listen, I screwed up. I did this here, but there's no way they can prove it. I paid a debt to my friend. He'll go to the grave with this secret here. We're just going to deny to you. Or do you even tell the truth to your coach?
No, you don't tell
the truth to anybody.
Nobody.
No. You take that and you bury it under a $1.25 million that you just got to play football there. That's where you bury that secret.
I just more than okay, don't trust anybody, even your coach. You
Fair
always
enough.
say it, man. Your whole thing about a secret. The old adage you always tell us about.
3 people can keep a secret, but only if 2 of them are dead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that, and then I guess I have to address this Boo Carter thing, too. Like, can we not just be happy with our $800,000 and just, like, show up to practice on time and be a good steward of what you've been given? Like,
evidently not.
That sounds far-fetched,
Yeah.
but come on, man.
Well, I mean,
tell your mom to shut up.
He's not going to do that. But I mean, all these kids are, they're not all going to be Jemai Mashaks.
Yeah.
Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of the guys.
I mean, unfortunately.
Back in the day, like an Al Wilson type, as our friend W. Lynn would say, code orange. They would just order a code orange and it'd be over. And maybe that, I mean, I'd heard that had already happened. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd already heard that had happened and it's still not woken them up.
Yeah.
I mean, like whatever.
Some guys you just can't reach, Roberto.
I don't know if it's him though.
It's a failure to communicate.
Yeah, nice. I just, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you put the university on blast who's giving your family like $65,000 a month? Like, it's
Because you're
just
not
a
the
fool's
sharpest
errand.
knife in the drawer. That's why.
I mean, he can't play anywhere else. Officially now, he cannot play anywhere else this year. So he cannot make money. If he leaves the university or is kicked off the team, I don't believe he can make money.
I'm not convinced that he hadn't already been paid everything for this season.
I'm pretty sure Spire does it monthly.
They do it monthly, but you had a situation last year where they were front loading these things to get ahead of the new NIL rules and the revenue sharing. So I think some of these guys were paid a lump sum beforehand.
Yeah. Well, Mama Carter, or Boo's mom, I believe is what she calls herself, Mama Boo. She does realize that if and when he goes to Boulder next year, Deion Sanders is going to expect him to practice and be at practice on time. Correct? She understands that, right? Because
I don't know. I don't know what she understands.
You know what's really funny is everybody thinks that Deion's this player's coach, and I think he is. But Deion is nothing if not a disciplinarian. I mean, the man played professional football. I don't think you just get away with not showing up to practice. If there's one thing I've ever heard about his kids, they have great work ethic. And I don't think you're not Travis Hunter, bro. Travis Hunter. You're not Travis Hunter. You're not going to win a Heisman no matter where you go. Show up, shut up, play football, get paid. Everybody wins.
Well,
Congrats.
The whole he's definitely not Travis Hunter. But if you read anything about Travis Hunter, which I did recently, read an article about him, Russ. Travis Hunter he's the first guy to show up. He's there at the facility as soon as the doors are unlocked, ready to go to work.
But I don't know that
And a
Deion
4.0 student for the record.
I don't know that Deion is some great disciplinarian either. You remember the story that came out last year about guns in the locker room and all this stuff? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that place was a damn halfway house myself. Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate the phone call. We got to take a quick time out. We'll get Jeremy and Phil in here next when we continue. Plus, the revelation that John Mateer has been outed gambling on his Venmo account has sent other college quarterbacks scrambling to delete their problematic histories, including the chosen one himself down in Austin. Did somebody get to Arch Manning
Is
in
Venmo
time.
account?
Yeah, what are some of the troubling payments on Arch's Venmo list? We'll share with you when we continue. Stay with us. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for Fan Run Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Back here on the Drive, Fan Run Radio. Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer busted online, and now you've got the other college quarterbacks scrambling to cover up whatever their Venmo accounts may say. They've gotten to Arch Manning. At Arch Manning-1 was his Venmo, Bear, and he hasn't made a transaction on it since February of 2021. So this is 4 years ago when he was but a wee lad. Or I'm sorry, January of 2023. So
it was what, his
2.5 years ago.
He was senior year in high school, freshman year in college. Either one. I don't know about you, but most males of that age are kind of dumb.
Have you seen some of the
Jace just showed me?
Yeah. So here are some of the titles of the payments, the transactions on Arch Manning's Venmo. Butt stuff.
I'm telling you, I mean, it's
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
Nice hair. That's a nice thing to say about somebody.
I wonder what that's code for.
Cheated and but.
Just B-U-T-T?
But.
The stuff you just told me and then the stuff that Jace has shown me, I chalk it up to being he's Cooper's kid. The Manning boys especially, Cooper, Peyton, and Eli are well-known meathead comedian types, practical jokers.
Yeah, and people do put weird things. I know, like, whenever I pay a friend to be in his sports, his fantasy football league, I always put something like, annual set money on fire payment, like just stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just a joke between me and him. So you do joke around on that stuff. I don't see how betting on the USC UCLA football thing, I don't see how that's funny, but I guess that's for John Mateer to explain.
I feel like Arch's stuff's a lot funnier.
But what's the funniest one?
You haven't said it and we can't say it on air.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Matching rings. And then there's a word in the middle.
Oh.
So
that's not funny. That's just kind of weird. Pooh Shiesty is pretty funny. I don't know what that means.
But butt stuff.
Let's get Jeremy in here. Jeremy, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
How y'all doing, man?
Doing well. What's up?
Oh, I just could you imagine what Pruitt's been most with?
Yeah. Linebacker from South Alabama.
Cornbread.
You probably have their name on there.
5-star down payment.
What was that kid that they were convinced was coming here? He played at like 3 different schools. Is it Eric Gilbert or
J.J. Peterson, monthly payment?
Food bill.
Yeah. Money to his wife to give to the players. But I don't know. The reason I'm calling, man, is just, I don't know, guys. I'm a little worried. This is our 5th year here with this coach, and he seems to, I don't know. This is supposed to be the year, right?
No, it's not. No, I mean the
year.
You guys move the goalposts on this guy. I'm gonna call the people that want to. This is the go year. You all originally told us emphatically that year 2 is when you know whether a coach is good or not. Well, year 2, we did really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year we went to the playoffs. I don't think we're going to have as good a year this year as last year. We may, but it's not.
I'm kind of concerned about that we don't have any wide receivers, that are proven at all. How we let that slip through the cracks, I have no idea. Which is the same complaint as everybody else. Quarterback's the least of my worries. If we did it with what Nico put out on the field last year, then we can do it without a high talented quarterback this year.
We're having to replace one guy who's probably going to start for the Raiders this year, looks like. And then another guy, Brew McCoy, who, had he not had that injury while he was here, would probably be playing in the NFL. He was an NFL talent. So
let's say Rodney Gardner retires next year. What happens?
Depends on who they get to replace him. You're going to have to get somebody really good.
I think this team is just going to fall on its face without that man here, as far as I'm concerned.
Then why even watch the games?
The whole team together.
Yeah, I don't know.
The whole team together.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of with Bear on this one, Jeremy. I mean, it's supposed to be the go year. I mean, you went to the college football playoff last year. I mean, I do understand that, people want a championship at some point. I mean, like, are we comfortable just winning 9 or 10 games a year for the next 5 years? I kind of am.
I am.
I know if that's how it goes, like that's basically Mike Gundy ball, right? Yeah. Like I know I'll get to the point where it's like, damn it, I want to win a championship. I want a trophy. I want to hang a banner. I know it'll get there. I'm just not there yet.
It's really Mike Leach. If you look at it, it's a Mike Leach situation. I just see it all happening.
I don't think that's fair because he's not had a Mike Leach until he wasn't anything. His team's still up a 3-9 every once in a while.
Well, yeah, I mean I get that too. Not dead comparison, but Josh really don't care about his appearance, kind of like Mike Leach did, and there's things like that.
Yeah,
just kind of stick out there. You're like, wow, he really does. Like, I don't know. It's so weird to have lose your starting quarterback and then to turn around and lose probably your second or third best player on
All
the
right, so
team.
here's what I want to ask you, Jeremy,
Ugh.
because I understand your frustration. I feel you. Let me ask you this. How did you feel last year when they're interviewing him on the field after we beat Alabama? And he's got that big smile on his face. He's talking about this is the best college football environment in the country. How did you feel at that moment?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was fired up right there with him. I mean, like everybody was.
Fired
I
up?
guess,
I was in
yeah,
ecstasy.
I was too. I will be real with you, but it's like he hasn't followed up with that. Like it's like he's
we haven't followed up with that. He went to the damn playoffs.
We haven't had a game yet, so we'll see. You might be looking at a step back, 8-4 again, kind of like 2023. But I mean, hell, you started off talking about Pruitt. Did he ever sniff 8-4? I guess he had that one year. Was it 2019 where he won the bowl game? Like that was pretty good. I don't even remember what the record was that year though.
He was hanging his hat on the Butch Jonesian winning. He had some kind of winning streak going from one season to the next.
The point is, Josh Heupel's worst year is better than just about anything we've experienced since Fulmer was over there. Yeah. So I'm inclined to give him a little bit of leeway here. That's just me.
Definitely. I guess I'm just concerned about this is year 5, and we do have a lot of, well, I'm not going to say a lot, but we have some depth issues that we probably shouldn't have. And, with, like, I don't know, what did Saban do in year 5? Where's Kiffin at in year 5? I know
Kiffin
could be, yeah.
Kiffin.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Jeremy. Jeremy, thanks, man. We didn't hang up on you.
No,
here's the thing that's frustrating, I think, for some fans. It's like we're all Saban is the gold standard in this conversation, right? So like every great coach from now to whenever is going to be compared to him. And he had, first of all, he's the best recruiter probably ever. And he gets to Alabama in 2005, 06, whenever, and they're paying players. They're doing their Alabama thing. And he was able to hit the ground running recruiting. They had their 6-6 season, and then they went 12-0. And they're just recruiting out of the water so far better than everybody else that nobody can keep up with. And Heupel's he's not that guy. He's not doing it at that level. But what he is doing is slowly, incrementally, a little year by year, better than he was the previous year. And you're starting to see that, right? So Tennessee shows up for the first time this year in 247's blue chip ratio, over 50% of the roster comprised of 4- and 5-star players. First time in like 10 years. So but we're not taking that meteoric jump where you go from a top 15 roster to a top 5 roster overnight. We're climbing that ladder one rung at a time. And we live in an instant gratification society. Nobody's patient anymore. Everybody wants, it's just like, fix it yesterday.
Lately?
And we're not going to get that out of Heupel. I wish we would. I wish we could hire Nick Saban. Like, we can't. We've got Josh Heupel. He's a pretty darn good coach. And we're just going to have to be content with the climb. Or you cannot be content, and you're not going to be content. And you're going to be frustrating. I choose contentedness. I choose joy, as the right reverend would say.
Look, man, me and you covered during the troubles. We were slogging through it 5, sometimes 6, 7 days a week at the end. I don't want to go back to that. And I will argue that he did do something from where we were at when he walked in the door after that crazy press conference back in 21. Fulmer wearing 2 jackets and all that to where we are today.
Just wondered where you were going with that. I was like, I don't know.
That's pretty damn meteoric, if you ask me.
So we're working like heck.
The laughing stock of the Southeastern Conference and college football in general to You know, we won 10 games twice in
Well,
a few years, and we made the playoffs last
Yeah,
year.
I mean, greatness is in the eye of the beholder. He certainly, we had a patient that was bleeding out on the table that had been pronounced dead. He Frankensteined us back to life pretty darn quick. But, I'm not going to sit here and say that we are among the nation's elite. Like, again, you want to do a quick tier talk. You've got Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, Georgia. We're not there. We're not on that level. We're just not. But we're on that next rung of whatever. We're in that group with. We're in the group with LSU,
Ole Miss,
Penn State, other teams that are Texas, even that are right there doing really well. Oregon with a chance to, hey man, you're just a player or two away. You're the right guys away from breaking through. So, I mean, it's crowded company. Those other programs are pretty good. So, I kind of like where we are. Quick timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to The Drive. It's Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's Nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit men'sproKnoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
And here we go. It's William Pattison, and this is your daily invite to Overtime on Fan Run Radio. Weeknights from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm breaking down everything you care about, from the latest Tennessee Volunteers news to bold takes on college football, the NFL, and NBA. If it's happening in the world of sports, I've got an angle on it. You bring the passion, and I'll deliver the truth, the fire, and the facts. It's Overtime with William Pattison, weeknights at 7, only on Fan Run Radio.
Fan Run Radio, The Drive continues. Phil is next. Good afternoon, Phil. What's up, Philly?
Now.
Doing good, man. Doing the thing.
like that last caller.
He was speaking your language, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we're year 5. I mean, Phil Fulmer won a national championship in year 5.
Yeah, but you
come
can't
on,
compare
yeah.
what Heupel walked into here to what Fulmer walked into. You know that, Phil.
Yeah. Facts are facts. It don't matter what you walked into.
It absolutely does matter what he walked into. You can't say that.
Facts are facts.
Brother,
Yeah.
how you figure that?
Josh Heupel inherited a program that was on NCAA probation that had just gone 3-7, whatever our record was, the COVID year. And we were bottomed out. Philip Fulmer was handed the keys to a Mercedes. You know that,
He
Phil.
got a number 1 overall draft pick quarterback, and a team that was built to contend for national champions right off the bat.
I really think our program peaked when we beat Alabama in 2000 and whatever it was here in Neyland Stadium. And we've been on a slow decline ever since.
Are you talking about 2022?
Yeah.
We've been on decline. We've been declining. So I think here's what the problem is, Russ. It's the way that the last season ended. Just getting absolutely mollywopped by Ohio State.
Yeah.
I think that's what's sent the fans over the edge a little bit.
I mean, technically, last year was as good as 2022. We finished 6th in both polls in 2022. We finished 8th in the polls last year. It's about the same, right?
Let me put it this way: is Heupel going to ever win an SEC championship while he's coach here?
I don't know, but again, you're comparing apples to oranges. And Philip Fulmer walks in here in 1992. It had just expanded to a 12-team league. I mean, that's ancient history. This is a 16-team league now, Phil, with Texas and Oklahoma and Texas A&M in it, and everybody's competing at a higher level. It's just different.
You think Alabama and Georgia are apples and oranges? They win
Yes.
championships.
Yes, because they weren't as good when Fulmer was in his heyday.
They're as good. They're great now, though, right?
That's my point.
You don't have a point. You like losing. That's what you like.
Phil,
You like to be
I
a
appreciate
class citizen.
Yeah. You're ornery today.
He was looking for a fight, wasn't he?
Bye-bye. Bye.
I mean, good grief, man. I don't have a point. You're arguing my point for me. Maybe Phil and Jeremy are right. Maybe it's time to send Josh Heupel walking. We spin the wheel of coaching again.
Oh, yeah. It worked out so great for us last time.
We'll
we
get
went
turned down by Gruden and hire Eli Drinkwitz and see how that works out. Because that's what's going to happen. If y'all push this guy out of here, y'all be careful. Y'all be careful. You're playing with fire. You're like Boo's mom on Facebook. Not aware of the repercussions of what you're doing. You think this is a game. It ain't no game. This is big business, brother.
He's in mid-season form.
Good grief. T-Carp, you're on the drive, Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, guys.
You believe that
sounds
guy?
Like everybody's. It sounds like everybody's been just hitting the bottle a little early today. You know, I'm as negaval as they come. There has been some great, voluntary reaction rants by me, but against Josh Heupel, I'm not going to be that guy. Like, I'm sorry. The guy that brought me 22 Alabama and 9-win seasons, and I'm sorry that he, his team got their face smashed in by the, eventual national champion. Excuse me, that happens. When you had, Dylan Sampson had whatever was going on with his leg, and you had a quarterback that really couldn't read the defense, do anything other than, get his head smashed in. I'm sorry. I'm not going to blame that necessarily on the coaches. I think Josh Heupel is a good coach. Do I think he's great? He's getting there. Do I think he's the best recruiter? No, I don't. But here's what I think he is doing. He's got quarterbacks on the roster. He's trying to figure out which one's best. He could be better there. But by gosh, I still think that offense works. I think you have 3 running backs that are going to be just awesome. I do think you're going to have, when I say awesome, I say each one of them is going to have 600 yard season, whatnot. I also think that you're going to figure it out. You got Fajon Brandon coming in, or you've got a freshman that rumors are that he can sling it. I mean, you've got, I remember when Banks was, the worst defensive coordinator ever. Now we've got a top 10 defense. I mean, guys, like, some of our fan base you can't make happy. And I love Phil, and I love his calls, but come on, guys. Like, let's get real. Who are we going to get? We joke, we're going to get George Quarles. Like, come on, guys.
Let's get real.
Come on.
T-Car, this program has won 30 games in the last 3 seasons.
Let's get real, man.
We've won. We're averaging 10 wins a year.
Oh, yes. We have officially made it back to the 2008 years when we said, if we could just get back to winning 9 games, we were so spoiled. I remember those calls when we were going through the dreaded Pruitt era. My gosh. Do these people not remember those days? Because I do. It was terrible. It was terrible. I'm enjoying these 9-win seasons, and you maybe call me, whatever you want to call me, sheep shearing, whatever. But if we go 8-4 this year, okay, it happens. You had a 5-star quarterback that bailed on you during the NIL era.
Yep.
It happens. What of it? You figure it out. Because Alabama thought they were going to get the next best coach. They sucked. All the Kiffinistas, the Kiffins sucked last year. All the Freezes, the Friesenites like myself, he sucks. I mean, who are you going to get?
He's a false prophet, T-Carp. You followed him blindly.
I did. Hit the djembe drums. I've got a set in here. But I'm telling you right now, he sucks. Like, I'm just saying, guys, it's like, you genuinely have one of the best coaches you can get. Don't screw this up. Love you guys. Y'all be good.
Thank you, T-Carp. We appreciate the phone call. They've got them stirred up this afternoon. The Legions of the Miserable, already in midseason form.
I love Jeremy's calls, but I mean, that was pretty rich when I said I didn't flip, but Kiffin. I mean, the next big game he wins will be the first big game he's won. He wasn't in the playoffs last year. He lost to freaking Kentucky.
We've won 30 games the last 3 years. He's won 29. I mean,
I would like to see Hype.
I'm not making the numbers up. The numbers are the numbers.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Jeremy and Phil.
Oh, people are entitled to feel the way they want to feel, but it's like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but they're calling the cops on our preseason party here. We're gonna suck. We'll be terrible. Why even watch? Decline. Did Phil really get on here and say that the peak of the Heupel program is the 22 Alabama game?
I mean, he's trying to compare what Josh Heupel is doing now to Philip Fulmer going up against Ray Goff at Georgia, a declining Gene Stallings, and then Mike Dubose at Alabama.
And when he took over, or as some people, his group likes to claim, backstab Johnny Majors, he had first-round draft picks coming out his ears in the locker room over there.
Yeah, I mean, you inherited a program that, I mean, we were a 3-loss team in 92, and then he gets the job in 93. Like, we had won the Sugar Bowl 2 years before. I mean, it's just it was crazy. We were already playing at a championship level, and he just had to take it to the next level, which he did, not taking anything away from Coach Fulmer. But to compare that situation to the one that Josh Heupel inherited from Jeremy Pruitt, are you kidding me? That's stupid. I love you, Phil, but that's stupid. Don't be stupid. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up next.
The Drive. Only 2 more homestands to see your Knoxville Smokies in action. Join us next week for All You Can Eat Wednesday, Titans Night on Thursday, with a chance to win tickets to an upcoming upcoming Titans game and autographed jersey. UT night on Saturday with a free Dylan Sampson bobblehead giveaway and fireworks both Friday and Saturday night. Don't miss your final chances to see your Smokies play in the brand new Covenant Health Park. Get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account, offering extra benefits including bank travel. Join us for a trip to Mackinac Island for a stay at the beautiful Grand Hotel. Travel with us to southern Utah to witness the enormous, colorful, and unusual rock formations. Or join us on one of our many day trips. We're always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by Pitmaster Mark Rickard, the barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court-martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Tuesday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio, and time for your Top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. Jace Brown, hit it.
Thank you. At number 1, Tennessee secondary coach Willie Martinez and running backs coach Darrell Sims met with the media today and both had high praise for a couple players. Martinez praised cornerback Jermon McCoy, saying, quote, he's hit all the benchmarks to this point where he needs to hit. I mean, the guys feel it. They sense it. He's in our room and he's engaged. Sims said of sophomore running back Peyton Lewis today, quote, I wanted him to be Peyton like he was in high school in terms of when he was able to run behind his pads. He was running through the trash that was being created up front. He's done a really good job from that standpoint.
I mean, that's the frustrating thing about the Boo Carter stuff is like we're talking about this knucklehead when we got a dude like Jermod McCoy on the team who's fixing to come back. Like, that dude is going to play this year. Like,
he wants it, man.
Yeah, he's an NFL guy, and he is rushing back to be with this, be a part of this thing. And he doesn't have to do that, man. Like, he could take his time, come back when he's 110%, play 2 or 3 games in November, and then go off to the draft. He might play against Syracuse. He's going to be out there early in this season. But that's the dude that is worthy of our conversation. We should be talking about a guy like Aguilar who wanted to come here, who crawled across the country for an opportunity to come here when Nico ran away, when he ran away from it, which is what he did. But
yeah, I saw a post from his mom last night. It just showed up last night, kind of juxtaposed with the other one. 2 totally different.
Negativity sells, though, I guess. So, I mean, that gets the headlines, but we got some great storylines on this team, man. When you talk about McCoy, when you talk about what's going on with our linebackers, with Carter and Spillman and T-Lander, with the group that Rodney Garner is going to put out there all the way across the defensive line. You talk about Ricky Gibson coming back. I'm with earlier caller who went through the list of our skill position, T-Carp. When you're talking about these running backs and these receivers, yeah, they're unproven. Yeah, they're thin on depth. But there's talent there, man. And if we could just get a quarterback and get him the football, man, I would love to see him win 10 games again and shove it down the naysayers' throats. You hear
that,
Phil?
yeah.
You hear Jeremy?
I mean, wasn't it this time last year that we weren't sure what Sampson was going to be? You know, I mean, we just had Jalen Wright.
We thought he was going to be SEC Offensive Player of the Year.
No.
At number 2, Jordan Love is undergoing surgery Tuesday to repair a ligament injury to his left thumb, but the Green Bay Packers expect the star to be ready for their season opener. Love, who had his left thumb taped during Monday's practice, tried to play through the injury, but before ultimately deciding to have the procedure.
Imagine that that's painful.
Be really uncomfortable. It's not your throwing hand, but
no, but still, I mean,
you got to catch the ball.
Well, and that when you're under center, that ball's getting snapped,
comes up hard,
right in your hand. Set up your grip, the whole thing. That and it's just, I imagine it. You tear a ligament in your hand, I imagine that hurts you pretty bad.
Yeah,
you've got 3 weeks until the season to get that thing ready.
Yeah, but it's not like it's a throwing hand where that might be a 6 to 9 months.
Do you have surgery though? I mean, I'm guessing like maybe in a cast or at least the very least a soft. Cast. It's going to make it hard to prepare.
At number 3, the NFL will appeal the Nevada Supreme Court's ruling Monday that former Las Vegas Raiders, coach John Gruden can proceed with his lawsuit and not go through the league for arbitration. The league will request a rehearing from the same court that overturned a prior Nevada Supreme Court panel ruling in May of 2024 that the matter could go to arbitration. But in October, Gruden was granted a hearing by the full court.
This has a chance, if he's able to get this in a court and not arbitration, this has a chance to get really juicy.
Clear the good name of John Gruden, pave the way for him to come back and coach in the great sport of American college tackle football.
I love Tennessee.
I'm more interested in seeing Dan Snyder and Bruce. What was the GM's name?
Bruce Arians.
Yeah, I want to see because that was basically what Gruden said.
Not Bruce Allen.
Bruce Allen. Yeah, you want to show my emails? Let's get yours into the public sphere, guys. Do you imagine Snyder's emails? As bad as that guy acted, just publicly. Congress subpoenaed him. He got on his damn yacht and just sailed off in the middle of the ocean. Said,
At number 4, a Hawaii real estate investor and broker are suing Shohei Ohtani, claiming the LA Dodgers star and his agent got them fired from a $240 million luxury housing development on the Big Island's coveted Hapuna Coast that they brought him in to endorse. According to the lawsuit filed in Hawaii Circuit Court on Friday, Ohtani's agent, Nez Balelo, increasingly demanded concessions from developer Kevin Hayes and real estate broker Tomoko Matsumoto before demanding that their business partner, Kingsbarn Realty Capital, drop them from the deal.
I mean, at what point do you start wondering if it's if
It might be
Shohei's?
him.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's a very nice guy.
Shohei?
He's got a lot of people around him. He had his personal assistant who
He's so lovable.
Allegedly
He's
he
changing the
didn't know
game.
was using all his money to make all these huge sports bets. Now this. I don't think he's a nice guy.
I think he's just too trusting of the people around him.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Shohei Ohtani, whether or not he's a nice guy. It
Davis,
seems like
too.
he's at very least a naive guy.
Oh, yeah. If nothing else.
Best case scenario.
But that's got to be, imagine like you've been doing your bear thing for 30 years, and then all of a sudden you're transported to Japan, or you don't speak the language, and you're at the mercy of the people around you. Like, you have to have help. It's about being a stranger in a strange land. Like, you're not visiting, you're working there, you're living there. This is your new home, and it's a completely foreign culture to you.
I think I could equip myself quite well in Tokyo.
You're going to have, first of all, no, you wouldn't. Second of all, like, the point is that you would have to trust people around you that did speak the language, that did know the culture, because you're not going to be able to just, you wouldn't be able to go order a cheeseburger without the help of somebody in Tokyo.
If you've got one of these, you can. You just speak into it, and then
You're just going to go, you think you're just going to be fine. Live.
It's not going to be fun. It's definitely going to be a culture shock for me and for them. But the one thing about Tokyo is it's got a Tennessee bar in it. I'd be spending a lot of time at that guy's place.
You're international superstar. Everywhere you go, you're mobbed.
Well, if you got that kind
you're
of
not going to
money.
be hanging out at the Tennessee bar. Okay? Like, you're going to have people around, hey, you know, your Japanese coworkers, hey, we need you to come do this thing now.
I'd have a translator I could
all the
trust.
time. Well, there you go. You're going to have somebody for your money.
Money be handled over here in America.
You're going to have you have to have somebody there, man. You got bills to pay over there too. Maybe you have to have a driver, personal assistant.
You have to have a driver there.
I don't think you fully grasp the scope of what Ohtani's life is.
I think I could move to Japan as a gazillionaire like him and do just fine.
I think you'd have a meltdown on the plane like 2 hours on the way over there. I think you could last till you touch ground. Give me back home. I miss Waggles.
Need my belly yellow.
I mean, if you got a Shohei kind of money, maybe you could just open a Waggles and open your own franchise. Go ahead.
And at number 5, a man in Texas is accused of approaching young girls in an elementary school parking lot while wearing only a diaper and pacifier around his neck. According to the police report, 2 girls were riding bikes and scooters through their neighborhood when they noticed a silver vehicle begin to follow them, stopping when they stopped. On their way home, they noticed 45-year-old Wesley Worrell sitting in the vehicle of the parking lot of Andy Woods Elementary School. According to the affidavit, Worrell then got out, only wearing a diaper, and shouted, "Goo goo gaga, I need a diaper change." The girls quickly rode away, approaching another family's home where a man and son were working in the garage. The man said the girls rode up so fast they skinned their knees, claiming a scary man was chasing them.
Lord.
Did dad and son go look for him?
Oh, yeah.
They beat the stew out of him?
Looks like they just found him and turned him in.
Goo goo gaga.
Goo goo gaga.
I'll change your diaper, buddy. Give me my bat.
All right. Thank you, Jace. That's nice.
It's a great story, Jay.
Elevated the discourse here, as is your wont. That is the Top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. It's where I go for all my dental work. Don't put off your dental visits. If you haven't been yet this year, do yourself a big favor. Call Knoxville Smiles. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you and schedule your next dental cleaning with our friends at Knoxville Smiles. They also do teeth whitening, wisdom tooth removal. If you've got something that's causing you pain, something you're self-conscious about, they can help. Their website is knoxvillesmiles.com. That has a list of all their services. And as a matter of convenience, they're now offering extended evening hours until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They're over there cleaning teeth right now at Knoxville Smiles. KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Schedule your appointment today. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you and smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. Coming up, the final chance for you to qualify for what you talk about Champions League. Very exciting. Stay tuned for your cue to call coming up here in just a few moments. We are talking about Boo Carter Mama Drama. We're talking about John Mateer gambling in the college football landscape. This could be really interesting to see what they do with this guy if they're able to successfully sweep this under the rug. This is Oklahoma's season and maybe Brent Venables' career hanging in the balance with this thing. That's all.
That guy can't catch a break.
And we're going to hear from Willie Martinez, hopefully if we have time here after what you're talking about with your Rocky Top Report, brought to you by Bo Kregner and the Kregner Group. DR Vol is next. Good afternoon, DR. You're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Personally, I think they should suspend him till our game is over.
Suspended for the first 10 games of the season?
Yeah, and then, then he can play the last 2 games in the Music City Bowl.
That'll be our luck, right? He knocks the rust off and has like a pretty average season until he gets to us, and then he turns into the 5-star superstar NFL prospect, all that stuff against us.
Oh, yeah, it's happening. And speaking of what's happening to the show? I missed the first hour and a half. I'll go back and listen, but are we firing Heupel?
I don't know what's happened to the show. I mean, the drive is – we have not covered ourselves in glory the past 2 days. Oh, not necessarily you. I'm just the callers. I mean, yesterday we've got people talking about torturing
Possum
animals,
genocide.
possum genocide on the show. And today we've got Jeremy and Phil and others talking about how Josh Heupel peaked in 2022. This season is going to be a disaster, and it's probably time to start looking for a new head coach. So, yeah, I mean, like the season hasn't even begun yet, and our people are already losing their damn minds, DR.
Well, which gets me even more to my call yesterday, gets me even more excited. I don't want to lose this year. I know we will, but
I want to win.
The first VR after a loss is going to be incredible. It's cinema.
Can you imagine? Listen, I don't even want to think about losing the game to Syracuse. I mean, can you imagine the meltdown? I mean, we'll be on all night. I can't do it, DR.
Yeah, you'll be on. It'll be, you have people calling in on top of bridges and they've got the hose in their car with it running with the garage shut. It'll be calls like that and drunken calls. You may get a Jesus Christ reference. I don't know if that's ever happened on Voluntary Reaction, but I mean, you'll get all that good stuff. And it's going to be amazing. Honestly, I'm with them. I mean, you look, what has Heupel done? I mean, he can't beat Arkansas, can't beat Georgia, can't beat Purdue, can't win at Ohio State. I mean, he's trash if you think about it. And think about our athletic program, man. Vitello can't keep a pitcher on the team. He didn't even make Omaha last year. Freaking Barnes can't make a Final Four. I mean, we suck. Kim Caldwell, she didn't win a year without a player being arrested. I mean, I don't know if Danny White needs to be fired.
Blow it up and start over, DR.
I'm for it, Russ. I am for it. I love a coaching search. Radio is really fun when we're in chaos.
Gruden says he wants to coach.
I love Tennessee. I got a lot of orange blood in my body.
I'm here to tell y'all both right now. I love Heupel, but I would slit his throat to get Gruden as my coach. And I'd be like Lady Tyrell. I mean, metaphorically.
No.
I would be like Lady Tyrell. I'd want them to know it was me.
Oh, my God.
A sick individual.
What happened to this show?
What happened to,
we were the show a record until Monday.
I do want to bring up the show yesterday. I'm a little offended. You had people calling in that they were afraid of possums. Why do they get flushed, but when I bring up my fears, I get flushed?
Because possums are little squiggly creatures with a rat tail and little beady little eyes. Midgets are people.
They're human beings.
Midgets are people, DR.
Well, they happen to also be little, and some of them have ratty eyes too.
Don't laugh, Jace. It's not funny.
He's really wanting to get brought before the council of the elders, I feel like.
It's not funny, Jace. There's nothing funny about little people.
I agree. It was just the quick hand of you to hit the flush button. That was.
I thought he was a little slow on it. You
pretty
could see what
intense.
was
Listen,
getting ready
you
to
got to
happen.
have standards of decency. We need to get some control of this program. Much needed order and discipline is going to be instilled. We're going to start meeting it out around here because that's what you do with discipline. You meet it out. METE. I'm meeting out the discipline. Prepare to be meted. Okay, that's not bad. Stay with us. We need 3 players for What You Talking About.
Last spot, man.
Last chance to qualify for Champions League, 865-966-3435. Your number to call and play the game, 865-966-3435. Stay with us. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
Follow us on Twitter or X or whatever the they're calling it these days at Fox Sports Knox. Fox Sports Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Are you tired of trying to squeeze your dental appointments in on your lunch break or before you go to work? Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making going to the dentist easier. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. To take advantage of our new evening hours, make your appointment now at knoxvillesmiles.com or just call us at 865-539-1776. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. We do. We're Farm Bureau Insurance. And we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee's insurance company.
This is Baseball VFL Cody Brown. Farm Bureau Insurance is the official insurance for Tennesseans. Believe in me for all of your insurance needs. Give me a call at 865-992-3871.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together. Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Is your smile ready for the spotlight? Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco, and at Knoxville Smiles, we make every visit a reason to smile. From routine cleanings to dazzling cosmetic treatments, our experienced team uses the latest technology to keep your teeth healthy and your smile bright. With a warm, welcoming atmosphere and personalized care, we're here to make sure you leave feeling your best. Don't wait. Your perfect smile is just a call away. Book your appointment today at 865-539-1776 or online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues. Tuesday afternoon. Thought the thunderstorms would be here by now. Are we just going to miss them here?
I doubt it.
Keeps telling me rain in the next 20 minutes.
It looks
and
like
we don't see any
it's
rain.
raining a little bit.
Rain?
I mean, that's what
I was
woke me
out
up
there
this
shooting
morning.
hoops at the top of the hour.
Felt pretty good out there. Yeah, the
Jumper
rain
was looking good.
The rain woke me up today. Couldn't believe how hard it was pouring. Good gully washer.
Man, the text box full up after some of the shenanigans being displayed by our callers. Hour number 2 went south quickly.
Well,
Cruised along, had a great chat with Adam Sparks in hour number 1. A lot of hard-hitting college football talk, good information. I mean, it was flowing, the conversation. I feel like, really good top 4. I mean, the show was rolling. Quality professional sports radio.
Then we took Jeremy's call.
Then we went to the phones. Then we went to the calls, and maybe there's a lesson there. I mean, they say that we're one of the last vestiges of open forum talk radio in America.
Our show?
Yeah, most people don't take calls anymore in this medium, and there's some people that say, hey, you're better off not. The studies show, people say, oh, your ratings go down, whatever.
Well, I mean, we had 4 calls in roughly an hour.
One
was positive.
I like talking to the people. We don't screen the calls here. We let people come on here, say whatever they want to say, and I don't know. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I'm slow to change. Maybe an adjustment needs to be made. And just be one of those shows that's just like the 3 of us just talking for 3 hours. I get an hour, you get an hour, Jace gets an hour.
Like talk sports?
We just fill it for 3 hours, just nothing but us.
No, I mean, they don't take calls.
Oh, I know. That's what their promo says.
I like hearing from the people, Russ. I haven't given up hope for these guys yet.
All right, well, we're going to talk to some people here. It's What You Talking About, the final Champions League qualifier. Today's winner will win 8 wings from our friends at Buckethead Tavern and a coveted spot in What You Talk About Champions League starting next week here on Fan Run Radio. Let's go ahead and get to it. It's What You Talking About on the drive.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game. What you talking about? 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 What you talking about?
Mike, Jason, and Jerry, our 3 contestants for today. Who will be the 9th and final Champions League contestant? Mike is up first. Good afternoon, Mike. You're on the drive. How's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Hey, doing very well. Is this the Mike that led off yesterday?
I'm sad to say that it is, but they say third time's the charm. So
Mike wants in desperately. He wants to redeem himself after putting up a 6 yesterday. There's really nowhere to go but up.
To bring that up again.
Mike, are you on a Bluetooth right now?
I am. I'm on my way home from a hard day at work.
All right, buddy. Well, you hang in there. Do the best. I have confidence in you, Mike. I think we at least get this into double digits today. What say you? See, here's the problem, Mike. Yeah. It's confidence. It's because we had this talk yesterday. It is the same thing. Like you got to be like, I'm about to throw down. I'm about to put up a 15. Throw the cheese wrapper on the floor.
I was shooting for 20 myself, actually.
There you go. There you go. That's the kind of attitude you got to have going into this thing.
But your drive, you should pull over in a parking lot somewhere and give it your full attention.
Bear's really worried about I don't know what Bear's worried about, but I have faith in you, Mike. This is your day. Your entire life has been leading up to this moment. Let's do this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Running back won a Heisman Trophy at Auburn, played baseball. This is Jerry, Elaine, and Kramer show.
Seinfeld.
Yes, this is number 33 for the Celtics from French Lick. This is where the Rockets and the Astros play, the city.
Houston.
Yes, this is the singer from Like a Virgin in the 80s.
Oh, pass.
This is
Madonna.
no. This is LSU center. Played for the Magic. Big guy, 7'2". Played for the Lakers. All right, this is New York's baseball team. Not the Yankees. Not the Yankees. The other one. They play in Queens. Come on, Mike.
Not the Mets.
Yes, the Mets. All right, this is the president who freed the slaves.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, this is what you dig in your yard with.
Shovel.
Yes, this is the city where the Colts play.
Indianapolis.
This is the greatest of boxing. Looking
Mike
for
Tyson.
Ali there. You know, Mike, sometimes, and I love you, buddy. I appreciate you 3 times. Sometimes you just have to, there was a time in I wanted to play center field for the Atlanta Braves growing up, Mike. And I was pretty good in Little League. And then I got to high school and I realized that I'm 140 pounds soaking wet. And it probably just, you just have to, I think this is that day for you, Mike. You have to look yourself in the mirror and say, maybe I'm just not cut out for this, what you talk about business.
Well, you might be right. I think I should have listened to Bear and pulled over because all 3 times I've been on my way home from work and I'm not a good multitasker.
Yeah.
But,
Bluetooth, the Bluetooth and being distracted.
I don't think
that's a
Bluetooth
recipe
had
for
much to do with
disaster.
it. All right. What was his final tally, boys?
Who wants to break
6?
it in? Yeah.
Well, at least he's
oh,
consistent.
man. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Appreciate
Well,
you.
hang
Hold it right there. You
Hold
never
on.
know.
Yeah,
You
you're
never
number
know.
1. I mean, Jason and Jerry might just be as bad as this game
I don't know.
as you are. I don't know.
I think this is that is the lowest score.
All right. So we passed on Bo Jackson. Did we get Seinfeld?
Yes.
We passed on Larry Bird.
Correct.
Passed
We got
on
Houston. We
Madonna.
passed on Madonna. We passed on Shaq.
Yes.
It took forever to get the Mets. We got on a little bit of a roll. We got Lincoln. We got the Shovel.
He was sitting
Indianapolis.
He was sitting at 2 with like 20 seconds left. And I thought we were heading for like an all-time abysmal. Part of me was sitting here wondering, is this guy for real?
Yeah, there was. I almost wonder, are we getting played with?
Which would be unfortunate because there are tons of people who really, really want to play this game, except for
Don't
our
make a
former
mockery of this.
king.
Yeah, we'll have to end this and just do depth chart radio if you guys make a mockery of this. All right, let's get our next contestant, Jason, in here. Jason, are you there?
Yeah, Russ, how are you doing, bud?
Hey, doing good. How are you, man?
Doing good, man.
All right. Well, it's not like you have your work cut out for you or anything. 7 will put you in the lead. 6 would tie Mike. So just relax and let it rip, buddy.
All right, sounds good.
All right, here we go. This is a national championship winning coach at Florida and Ohio State.
Urban Meyer,
Yes, this is the country where Paris is.
France,
Yes, this is where the writers and broadcasters sit at a football stadium.
pass.
This is the star of the Mission Impossible movies.
Tom Cruise,
Yes, this is where the Boston Red Sox play.
Fenway,
Full name.
Clark,
Yes, this is a boxer who has a grill named after him.
George Foreman,
Yes, this is an HBO show with Tony, and he goes to therapy. He's a gangster.
Sopranos,
Yes, this is Arkansas's basketball coach. Was it Kentucky?
pass.
This is the Hit Me Baby One More Time singer.
Britney Spears,
Yes, this is the legendary Steelers quarterback, won 4 Super Bowls.
Ben Roethlisberger, Terry Bradshaw,
Yes, this is the greatest Bulls player.
Michael Jordan.
Got it.
You got a
That was
9.
horrible. I'm sorry.
You got a 9. I mean, you're ahead of Mike. We got hung up on
Fenway Park,
Fenway Park and press box. We passed on. That was kind of a hard one. Is that the only one we passed on? Britney Spears. Did we get that?
one
Got
more.
Britney Spears.
No, I got that one.
Okay.
Calipari.
Calipari. Did
Yeah,
you get that?
skipped
Calipari,
on
that
that
is
one.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, John Calipari. All right. 9.
Yeah. He actually beat Mike by 4.
Poor Mike. I mean, when you come on after Mike, Jason, I mean, like you throw up a 9, it's not great, but you beat him by 3.
Hey, there you go.
Poor Mike.
Maybe
Taking a
4.
drug
We'll
right
check it
now.
afterwards just for posterity's sake. But I've got a lot of people saying that he passed on Seinfeld and then said Seinfeld.
Yeah, that shouldn't have counted.
So he got 5 then.
Yeah, he got
Oh
5.
no, you guys gave him that? Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
passed on Seinfeld.
Okay.
It's a 5, Mike.
Yeah.
Woo.
The 12-year-old scored better than him.
Does it, dude? Come on now.
All right. Sorry.
Don't have to rub it in. He knows he did poorly.
Appreciate all
He
your
was
support,
driving.
Mike. I tried to
He
tell
was
him.
distracted.
He was on Bluetooth.
All right, let's get Jerry in here next. Jerry, you there?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, doing well. How are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, so here's the deal. 9 will tie Jason. 10 will win it for you and put you in Champions League. Rarely has there been a lower bar to cross for the third contestant in what you talking about.
Yes, sir. I'm focused and prepared.
It's really set up for you. All right,
I'm gonna try.
here we go.
All right.
This is the cartoon with Bart and Homer.
Simpsons.
Yes, this is Tennessee's football team in Nashville.
Titans.
Yes, this is Alabama's mascot, has a long trunk. Big animal. All right, this is the Sooner State.
Oklahoma.
This was Barack's wife.
Michelle Obama.
Yes, this is the greatest golfer of our generation.
Pies.
This is where Mickey Mouse lives.
Clubhouse.
In Orlando.
Disney World.
Yes, this is the rebounder for the Bulls and the Spurs, had different colored hair back in the day, played for
Dennis
the
Rodman.
Yes, this is Lefty of golf fame.
Pies.
This is a shortstop for the Yankees back in the day, championship
Derek
player.
Jeter.
Yes, this is Houston's baseball team.
Astros.
This is a Tom Cruise movie where he flies fighter jets.
Mission Impossible.
No,
Pies.
this is the Patriots head coach. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me he put up a 9.
No.
Please don't. Okay.
No. 8.
Sorry, Jerry.
That's rough.
That was rough. This was, I mean, this, they can't all be Alabama versus Georgia.
You would think on the last day.
This is MTSU versus Mississippi Valley State today.
I was going to say like Georgia against Samford.
Have we ever had 3 rounds where nobody scored in double digits ever?
I don't think so.
It's history.
Is this, am I reading something into that? We've had this conversation about whether this football season is going to be a disaster today.
Yeah.
What does this mean? That this round of what you talk about was a disaster?
I have no idea what it means. But one of these guys is probably not going to make the final. I mean, no offense, unless Jason threw up a 9.
Passed on Tiger Woods, Jerry.
Yeah.
You passed on Phil Mickelson. I mean, I'm not a
get
golf
Mickelson,
expert, but
Tiger, greatest golfer of our generation.
these are softballs.
I don't know. Should we have an alternate?
No, I mean, Jason gets in. Here's the thing about Jason as we bring in today's winner. Like, I feel like Jason left a few on the table. I feel like he is going to put up a double figure, score in Champions League. I feel like he's probably a little bit. I feel all 3 contestants were better than they let on today. So I'm going to, we all have bad days, right? But sometimes you can even win on your bad day. Jason, that the way I told you not to hang up, man. You probably didn't feel great about your chances when you left us, and here you are, the winner.
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised. But I was in Champions League last year, so
Well, there you go.
One bad day don't define me.
Yeah, I mean, you're a veteran of the game. You grinded it out. I mean, we remember those like Vanderbilt games when Peyton Manning, he didn't play his best, but we found a way to win. That's what you did today, Jason. You found a way to win.
Hey, sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hang right there. We'll get your
All right,
information. You win 8 wings from Buckethead Tavern. Bear cut you off, and we will get your number so we can book you for What You Talking About Champions League. There it is. The Nasty 9. We got 9 winners set to vie for what you talk about, supremacy and an everlasting legacy.
Somebody's already recommending that what sounds to me like some type of Q school like the PGA has, where you can even attempt to qualify for Champions League.
You know, our phone lines light up for that game, and there are probably like a couple of really good players that couldn't get through.
Oh, I'm sure. Today, like they all 3 lit up at the same time.
Those were
today.
our 3.
Yeah. There was one in particular that he put up a big number yesterday, kind of wrecked our show, but I really thought he was going to make it through. Psycho Stevie.
There it is, man. Thank you to everybody who played this year, and I'll be interested to see how this one shakes out. I think this is Nick's year myself. He's been in this thing a couple of times. He took out William the Conqueror. My money is on Nick being this year's champ.
You think so, huh?
That's my pick. That's my pick to click.
I'm going to have to look back through the scores, see who did a good job. I felt like early on we had some big numbers thrown up in the first couple.
Shout out to our friends over at Buckethead Tavern on Ray Mears Boulevard in West Knoxville. They're over there across from Target, cooking up the best wings in town, cold beverages. Go check them out. You can get it for takeout. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. All right, let's see if we can nail the dismount here. 865-966-3435 is your number to get on the show, 966-3435. Back to wrap things up right after this.
The Drive.
Congratulations. You found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court-martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Citizens National Bank. You want a bank that lets you bank when and where you want to. Your local branch, the grocery store, your computer, your phone, it's up to you. You want people who care about taking care of you and your money too. Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Only 2 more homestands to see your Knoxville Smokies in action. Join us next week for All-You-Can-Eat Wednesday, Titans Night on Thursday, with a chance to win tickets to an upcoming Titans game and autographed jersey. UT Night on Saturday with a free Dylan Sampson bobblehead giveaway and fireworks both Friday and Saturday night. Don't miss your final chances to see your Smokies play in the brand new Covenant Health Park. Get your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats,
promo items, something professional. I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Wrapping up here on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. The drive. Russell had to step away for just a minute. We're going to fill in for him here. Had some audio from Willie Martinez talking about Colton Hood. Apparently, Jace has come in, unlike some other players, ready to play, ready to work, ready to put in the work, and wants to make the most of his opportunity here at Tennessee.
At least somebody in that defensive back room wants to, you know.
I think a lot of them do. I think we've just got one. He's just a very misguided young man. I hope he pulls himself together and gets it. I mean, the worst thing can happen. Like, part of me wonders, I was sitting there wondering, Russ was talking about that in the first hour, and the whole Chattanooga thing came up. And as much as it pains me as a Tennessee fan to say it, well, this young man had been better off if he'd gone away, like far away to school.
Yeah.
Not an hour and a half up the road, kind of cut the apron strings.
Yeah, I'm not sure because, you know, at least in West Tennessee where I grew up, some of like the bigger prospects, they'll somewhat be recruited to some of the private schools, whether it be somewhere in like Jackson or Memphis, or some of them, especially recently, hold up somewhere in Nashville at one of those big schools over there.
It's a hotbed of talent. I'll let my folks know down over there on Cedar Bluff.
Oh yeah, give them a ring.
The Altar Boys.
Oh yeah, they're most of the time those big
fertile
time
recruiting grounds out there in West Tennessee.
Yes, there are, and you know, one of them ended up going to Florida, and he's off the team right now.
Really?
Yeah, the kid that came from West Tennessee went to like BA, I think, and is now off the team.
Usually
Florida.
A lot of times I know of one in particular, would have loved to have had him here, but honestly, looking back on it, probably the best thing he did was to go away to school.
Yeah.
It got him, it created a physical barrier.
Right. It's a more controlled environment.
Yeah.
Less room for to make mistakes,
It's just distance. You can get away from, it's just an easy way to get away from situations and things and people that can bring you down,
right,
and not be successful in college. So we're glad to welcome Russell back. We have not played.
It's a good point, though. You're making Bear like a rare moment of clarity. I feel like Boo Carter would have been better. We didn't know. I mean, you hear things about a guy in recruiting, but yeah, I mean, the best thing for that young man would be to go play for Bill Belichick, go play for a stern disciplinarian, and
they're go play at Michigan.
Yeah, like 3 years of working, grinding, and man, the educational process just so important for young men like that who obviously are struggling with their maturity. Grow up, go to the NFL, make for we always talk about the James Bankses, the Ontario Smiths, the whoever fill in the blank, with the guy who didn't make it, had all the talent in the world, was kicked out of school or couldn't make the grade or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also, for every one of those, there's a story of the guy who came in and, he was immature or whatever, and then he grew up at college. He got away from his family or, friends or whatever, and matured and went on to have a long NFL career, and generational wealth changed the entire family tree.
Does anybody jump out at you, former Vols? That
I don't know, because I don't want to cast aspersions on anybody's upbringing, but yeah, I mean, like there are lots of guys like that who came from nothing and maybe even got in a little trouble while they were here or in high school, and then made it out. Look how close Jawan Jennings was from like going the wrong way.
Yeah, being back in Nashville doing, or knocking around the Arena League. The one that stands out to me above all others is probably, and he's arguably the greatest wide receiver that ever played the game, Randy Moss. I think we could all agree Randy, at times when he was young, was a complete and total knucklehead.
Yeah, I mean, it was very touch and go whether or not he's even going to make it to school. So we're talking about Boot Carter. Let's hear from, because, I mean, if he doesn't make it to the season, if he doesn't make it through here, then, man, what a job you did getting Colton Hood to school. It almost feels like we're destined to trade Colton Hood for Boot Carter. Like Boo goes to Colorado, we get Colton Hood from Colorado. But you heard Adam Sparks, like this is probably going to be one of your starters at corner in place of McCoy while he continues to come back. And here is Willie Martinez talking about Colton Hood.
Coach, what were your impressions of Colton Hood like before he got here, and what are your impressions now that you've seen him out on the field for a couple weeks?
On tape, I guess starting from there, we saw an athletic player, that can actually be very versatile in playing different positions. He's didn't know anything about his personality when he first came on campus for the first time. Boy, you can tell that he could fit into our room just from a standpoint of maturity. He kind of commands the room with some confidence. Ultimate team guy. He's a team first kind of mentality. And then obviously when he starts working out with us, you see the movements, you can see the traits. And then he's taken that from the summertime with his teammates and bonded really well with our team, especially in the back end, connecting with everybody, which we wanted to see some leadership skills. And then obviously in camp here, he has really had a great fall camp up until this point. He gives us the versatility where, he can play corner. He can also play star. He can play dime, which he's doing.
That's exciting, man. Sounds like we really hit on another one in the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, super lucky.
Whatever Willie Martinez and Tim Banks are doing back there in the portal, like that's got to be the blueprint, because what do we have? We Colton Hood this year. Sounds like we found a player. McCoy last year. Jalen McMurray, who sounds like he's going to play for us a good bit this season. Turrentine is going to be, his second season as a starter.
We had the other kid who unfortunately hit the portal. He was just wanted to be here for a year, but what was his name? Where did he end up going to go to Miami? He was one of our safeties. We really wanted him back.
The missile from middle, Jacoby Thomas.
Yeah. Would have liked to have kept him.
Yeah. But we just don't prioritize safety at all in recruiting, do we?
I mean, looking back on it now, maybe shave off some of that, whatever they're paying, the one that's in trouble right now. And
I'd like to have another Will Brooks. Remember, go get in Doc Brown's time machine this time a year ago.
We were having a good time this time a year ago with that.
You guys were like, I was trying to tell you, like, maybe not dismiss the guy just because of the color of his skin. It was 2024. Like, let's not have reverse racism on the show. But you guys, you and Cress were just like,
it wasn't just me and Cress.
Adamant telling me that this kid couldn't play based on nothing other than the fact that he was Caucasian. and still is, as far as I know.
One of those things, it did stand out. He looked like he might be velocity challenged.
Stood out when he was picking off those passes last year.
Yeah, he did. He
stood out when
Alabama game.
When he stepped in front of that one against Bama. Stood out when he took that one about 80 yards the other way to the house against NC State. That stood out.
I apologize to him.
You should. I mean, it's good you finally got, a year late. A year late and a dollar short.
A year late and a dollar short. You're
too late. Roberto says Mike is the worst what you talk about player ever and should be banned from the game in favor of other players being given an opportunity. I mean, the dude was on the air 3 times, 3 all caps, and got 6 right. It was actually 5.
It's actually a 5. Nick Walsh, I guess this is Nick, who gave what he seems to be really happy after listening to what you're talking about today. He is in Champions League.
Magic Mike says today was the Vandy edition of what you talking about.
That's pretty spot on.
Another person says today's game of what you talking about was like the 3-2 Auburn versus Mississippi State game in 2008.
It's pretty rough.
And Mike has texted the show to defend his honor. He says, I did not, all caps, pass on Seinfeld. You absolutely did. The rules clearly stipulate when you say pass, the turn is over. You said pass, and then you said Seinfeld. Sorry, Mike, you passed. And then Mike also says, I will not, all caps, take Russ's advice to, quote, look myself in the mirror, end quote, and choose to take my talents or lack thereof elsewhere. I will be back and better than ever, nowhere to go but up from here.
Don't let this loss define you, Mike.
I don't know, Mike. Usually that's what I say. Don't let that loss. You might want to let this define you, buddy.
Yeah, maybe.
This might be you.
And Bear, I know you brought up the point of Bluetooth. I don't think Bluetooth would have saved him.
No, but it does. It can make a difference if you've got like.
I don't know if he wasn't sitting here in studio.
He passed on Shaquille O'Neal. This is a sports show, Mike. The game
maybe
is,
that's
is
it. Maybe he thought he was
sports.
Maybe he thought he was calling WIVK or something,
like the birthday game.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, but you put up a 5, buddy. We kid because we care. This is how we show love, by telling you that you suck. And you sucked today, buddy. I mean, I love you, but you sucked.
At least he remembered to call in.
Yeah.
We've got somebody who could have easily dusted all 3 of these guys. Psycho Stevie.
I don't know why you're hung up on Psycho Stevie. Like, there's plenty of people listening right now. I'm being blown up by people. It's like, dude, I want in. I don't know. Rusty from California is saying he wants to be in Champions League. Rusty, there's a lot of people that want to be in Champions League. You got to call. You got to get through. I don't know. We'll take it before the Council of Elders. Many people are saying that
there's only one who didn't want to be in it this year.
Many people are saying that we should expand the tournament to take on more people. I get it. But this stuff is exhausting. So I don't know. I mean, maybe next year we'll just go with the caveat that's like, hey, you want to play the game, fine. We want you to play the game and we want you to win. But like this is big boy stuff here.
If maybe we should have if you call in once and you can't break double digits,
maybe you just call in once. Maybe it's just once. You just call in once. You get one try.
I don't know. I mean, we've got most of Champions League is made up of, except for Nick, of multiple. I mean, what really? I'm still upset with the abdicator. He'll no longer be known by me as the conqueror. A conqueror does not abdicate. Absolutely ridiculous.
I still think he died on his sword.
No, he didn't. He didn't go out on his shield.
Absolutely ridiculous.
He went out against last year's runner-up. I think
you don't give up your crown,
your
buddy.
shield.
You think Stone Cold Steve Austin would have gave up like that? Huh? No.
Yeah. William, be more like Stone Cold.
What?
Thank you, Jace.
What?
Thank you, Bear. We got overtime headed your way next on many of these fan run affiliates. We'll do it again tomorrow right here on The Drive.